Good morning and welcome to the Black Friday edition of JewelleryMaker. It is a Polymer clay special. So basically, ticking every box here. Now, whilst it's a Polymer clay special, and we will be putting focus on that particular discipline, it is also Black Friday. So we've got something for everyone, and actually, I do have a theory, there could be as many non-jewellery makers watching as jewellery makers. Because of course, people could be buying gifts for the jewellery maker in their life. We'll break it down for you. We'll make it as easy as possible. So if you are a regular viewer, and you think, well, I know that, Ed, there may be people watching who aren't as informed as you, so bear with us, because we do think there'll be a lot of gift buying this morning going on, and as I say, we are going to close eventualities. I am, of course, joined by the lovely Debbie Bulford.
Good morning.
How are you, Debbie? You all right?
Well, thank you. Yes, very well.
You look very lovely.
Oh, thank you.
And I have to say, Debbie's kits are fantastic. Really innovative ideas using polymer clay. And of course, the beauty of polymer clay is that it allows you to basically create bespoke beads for your jewellery making. Would you agree with that?
Yes, yeah, a bit of fun today. So if anybody's looking for things for kids to do over the Christmas holidays, there might be some ideas.
That's a good point, actually, because actually polymer clay is a great way to get children started with the hobby of jewellery making, of course. And so maybe you want to get a youngster some jewellery making equipment as a gift for Christmas. Actually, it'd be a good gift for, you know, nieces, nephews, that kind of thing, wouldn't it? Yeah. Because often people don't just want to buy selection boxes or things that are throwaway.
That's right, something you can get ready for Christmas afternoon, you know, when you all feel tired and you've had too much to eat, and you can get to the kids and say, right, that's what you've got to do.
Absolutely, or even that lull between Boxing Day and New Year's Eve. That little, how do you fill it? If you don't just want to put them in front of the games console, as it were, or the movies or what have you. And also, I do think having a creative outlet is a good way to keep the cogs turning, shall we say, during the little half-term breaks. I've talked about this on the show before, but I'm sure a lot of parents out there will agree with me. You work quite hard all year, helping your children understand new concepts and learn new ideas, and then it feels like every couple of weeks, but every 6 weeks they get a break and it all just falls out of their head and you have to start all over again. Whereas if you just keep them ticking over, you keep their minds active, doesn't have to be academic, but just keep their minds active, then I think that can be beneficial. Now, I'm going to show everybody some of the treats. This, I think, is going to be very, very popular. It is a limited edition strand chain, a bit of both really, because some fantastic black spinel set into these chains. I mean, this is just out of this world, I have to say. I'm going to show you because look at the way it's been cut. See how that comes to a point? Fantastic luster from the gemstone, so it stands proud from the centre of the almost bezel setting, I suppose you would describe that as.
Beautiful. That is absolutely. I spotted that as soon as I walked in this morning. It just looks like it's out of a jeweller's window. Yeah. And you could get 2 or 3 presents out of there. Perfect. Ah,
good thinking.
It's nice because it's linked by a jump ring. You're not going to damage the design. You can actually take it apart and make earrings and necklace and bracelet. Superb. Oh yeah,
gorgeous earrings. I mean, to be honest, they could be for your Christmas do.
Well, yeah, a little black dress, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Just as a drop down the front, it'd be stunning. I mean,
or down the back, actually, if you've got a backless dress.
Exactly. I mean, that would be something I'd probably looking at if I was at home, at buying 2 or 3, because that would go on next year and the year after and the year after that. It's something that would never go out of fashion.
Well, it's timeless, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. It is absolutely out of this world. Limited edition. So get on the phone lines early. In fact, anytime you see something you like the look of, start dialing the free phone number, put yourself to the front of the queue, or if you are shopping online and you place items in your basket, make sure you check out as you go along. Otherwise, you do run the risk of missing out. Couple of little bits of housekeeping before we get up and running with our early bird. First thing to point out is that this ridiculous thing on my face will be going in a couple of days. It is just to promote the Movember campaign to raise awareness about male cancer. So I've done my bit, and actually, you know, the Movember team that I'm part of has raised over £10,000. So that's quite good, isn't it? Yeah.
Well done.
So that's pretty good. And also, I think Debbie just wanted to say a quick thank you to somebody as well.
I had the most fabulous present sent to me by one of our viewers that is just stunning, a handmade scarf. Amrit, thank you so much. I am really touched by that. It's beautiful.
Oh, sorry, because when we were talking, I was describing the handmade piece of crochet work that I received. It was from the same viewer that I received it. So unbelievable quality of work. Anyhow, thank you very much for all of the lovely gifts that I've received recently. But as I say, it is Black Friday and time to get our shopping underway. We're going to kick off with rose gold plated 925 sterling silver eye pins. They're 40mm in size. I did say we'd have something for everyone. This is of course an essential piece of findings wear for all jewellery makers. You get 20 of these in total. The missing character from the product code is P. Is that right? Papa. So Delta Indigo Golf Papa 17 is the code. Don't panic about that, because either way, a member of our lovely help team will be able to add these to your order. Or of course, if you are shopping online, simply click to buy now. You have an extended money back guarantee right up until the end of January, so absolutely nothing to worry about. This is our Black Friday early bird. I did say we wanted to have things for everyone throughout our focused Polymer clay show, and there's already people flying in, people to multi-buy this particular item. As I say, it's one of the most essential findings. Everyone's going to need their eye pins, and one thing I will say is that leading up to Christmas, lots of people will have invested time in creating designs to sell, of course, or to give as gifts, but over the Christmas break, maybe you could be a little bit more self-indulgent. Maybe you want to treat yourself, make something for yourself for a change. So this is, as I say, an essential item. Most people multi-buying this so far. Get on the free phone number nice and early to get hold of this, and we're going to make it worth your while with an early bird price for rose gold plated sterling silver. And I have to describe it, as I always do, high end on top of high end. Because of course people expect to pay a premium for sterling silver, but when you are then plating it with rose gold, you're actually adding value to every single piece of jewellery that you create. Of course, this is something that you can advertise, the fact that you've got gold plated sterling silver. And rose gold, one of the most versatile metallic tones, because you've got a little bit of warmth from that tone, or femininity, depending on what you match it up with. And at 40mm as well, even more versatility. Okay, I should just say, whoa, wasn't expecting to see that. I thought it was going to be more than that. There you go. That's a Black Friday price for you. That's how we get up and running this morning. £5.95 for rose gold plated sterling silver. And I'm just going to also deal with one more piece of housekeeping. Yeah, let's have a text. If you want to get involved this morning, then simply text in 60777. Start your text with the phrase JM Studio. Alternatively, if you're shopping online, you can just click the message box and whatever you type will come through. So Gail's texting in, say, Ed, you poor thing, what have you been doing to those lovely hands? Okay, so I had a bit of a fall last weekend. I fell down some concrete steps, and obviously I put my hands out to break my fall, and I have mashed them up a little bit, and I'm really sorry it's going to look so unattractive. However, the other night when I was on air, I had to change the plasters like about 15-20 times, and they almost look even worse, plasters, yes, don't they? I'll try to cover it up as much as possible. Please let me off this morning. We've got another text. It's coming from Arta. There you are, lovely artist. Says, hi, Ed, why don't you wear white cloth gloves if you don't want to show those cuts? Just thought,
Oh, you'd be like
I'll look like a snooker ref.
Yes. Or perhaps you could bring a nice bottle of wine on, because some of the wine waiters wear those, don't they? Be nice, wouldn't it? Quite nice.
Or actually, it has been suggested I might look more like Mickey Mouse. I have heard a rumour, actually, that Mickey Mouse wears an Ed McKay wristwatch.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hazel's texting to say, hi Ed, Debbie and crew. Whoa, I thought the cost of precious metals has gone up. What a bargain. Hazel, exactly right. I'm shocked by that price point, I have to say. We are expecting to see a rise in precious metals over the coming 12 months, just based on the fact that it is becoming far more difficult to get hold of gold especially, but you know, everything has a knock-on effect. And of course, as the gold price rises, within crafting, I suppose sterling silver will become more prominent, and therefore the price will probably go up on silver as well. We don't know what will happen, but you know, these are just industry trends, if you like. We're going to move on because, as I say, it's Black Friday. We want to get to as many opportunities as possible, and we have got so much going on. I don't know where to look next, but have a look at these. Now, we've spoke about the idea of working with precious metals and how it will add value to your design. The reason that I say that is that a lot of our expert designers tell me that people base their buying decisions a lot of the time on the clasp that's used as opposed to the actual aesthetic of the design on many occasions. That's how they make the decision. Now, these aren't a precious metal, but they're certainly going to make a statement in terms of the fastening that you're using. They are massive, as Lucy would say. In fact, they're almost bigger than that. They are 25 by 15 by 5 millimeters in size. I mean, the actual attachment in itself is huge. You see that? I mean, this is a serious cast. I mean, a lot of people do focus on gem-heavy pieces of jewellery, don't they? And this is a big thing. They
do, but I think this time of year, that's an ideal thing to buy, because when you have got little ones at school and you want to buy things or make things for teachers or friends, and you want to buy bag charms or key rings, things like that, and you can use your leftover gems, you've always got 1 or 2 left. What a lovely thing for your kids to make something like that, and those are perfect. They're beautifully shiny. Yes. They don't look cheap and nasty. No. They are lovely for a key ring or a bag charm or something like that, and it just adds to the gift. Yes. It's not those horrible, you know, things you can buy elsewhere, basically. I was thinking
as well for things like macrame bracelets or kumihimo weaves, they'd look great on those as well.
Absolutely.
Especially for gents jewellery as well, because macrame bracelets.
I've seen them used on Ugg boot charms as well. You know the Ugg boots, you can get chains to go around the Ugg boots.
That is a great idea.
Yeah, I made some ages ago in Polymer clay, but you can make some really nice chains to go around people's Ugg boots as another Christmas present, and they are fabulous because they look chunky, so it goes with the boots, and it's just really secure.
Yeah, they almost have they have a real sort of robust feel to them.
Almost industrial.
Yeah, that's actually the word I was going to use. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I think they'd be good for more masculine designs as well as those sort of chunkier pieces as well. So can't go wrong with these. You get 10 in total with this. Yeah, I do love that sort of polished steel look about them.
Beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, they are going to make a real statement within your designs, and again, a huge number of people coming through, both on the free phone number and at JewelleryMaker.com. People multi-buying this particular item. Now, the reason I mention macrame, for example, is that these are some of the disciplines that are starting to rival the likes of wire work and the classic beading techniques, if you like. And these are perfect for that. $6.95, there you go, another add it to your order item. The reason I say that is, of course, that you only ever pay 1 P&P per day. Here at JewelleryMaker, we have 2 alternative opportunities. Our standard P&P, which is $2.95, and it will last you all the way up until midnight. So from midnight to midnight, $2.95, all your P&P. I mean, it costs you more. It's going to cost you more than that for your car parking probably today in the shopping centre, isn't it? So can't say fair on that. And of course, if you want it to arrive a little bit quicker, you can pay the premium P&P, which is still just $4.95. I paid P&P on online yesterday, and their standard P&P was $6.95. So to see that our premium's just $4.95, that shows the kind of value from start to finish here at JewelleryMaker, not just for genuine gemstones, but even for our P&P opportunities. We have created a little bit of a queue on the free phone number this morning, about 90 seconds so far. Could be actually going up as I speak to more like 2 minutes, but as you can understand, everybody wants to get hold of their stainless steel lobster claw clasps, and probably most efficient way to shop with us is to log in at jewellerymaker.com. But again, if you're placing items in your basket, make sure you check out. The reason I say that, if you put something in your basket, it's just a signal of intent. Doesn't actually guarantee the item until you've checked out. And based on the huge queues we have forming on the phone lines, if you do sort of dilly-dally, as it were, and leave things sitting in your basket, there's every chance you could miss out this morning, especially as the phone buyers are coming through to multi-buy this item. So I've got people getting 2, even 3 of this particular item. It's a Black Friday offer here, $6.95. Some people might not be aware of this concept. Probably are, because it's been heavily advertised on the TV by the big retailers out there. But if you don't, the reason we call it Black Friday is I think it's an American concept, and the idea is the fact that more money is spent today than any other day. Billions and billions spent leading up to Christmas, and I think in the States they basically do huge discounts in the larger stores because they know people are out to spend cash. This is, for a lot of people, going to be the final payday before Christmas, unless you've got a nice employer who pays you a week before. And so this is a lot of people's opportunity to get a lot of their Christmas shopping done, and so that's the idea. And we're going to be busy on the high streets, and if you can kick back and shop from the comfort of your sofa, then why not? Especially if it's going to cost you just $2.95 all day long for your P&P. $6.95 is your price point this morning, but to be honest, you're going to make that back off one clasp because of the amount of value it's going to add to each design, I would say. Perfect as well, I suppose, for your polymer clay designs. Oh yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect, actually. Because a lot of the times with your polymer clay, you can create more sort of statement style pieces, can't you? Yeah. And so you want quite a robust or industrial clasp to go along with those designs. $6.95 for 10 large stainless steel lobster claw clasps. And we are going to move on. As I say, we've got a lot of deals to bring you. Okay, we're going to kick off with something which I think would make a great gift for a jewellery maker. So if you're watching this morning to try and get some ideas and you're thinking, I'm not going to be able to make head nor tail of this, don't worry, as I say, we will make it as easy as possible. That's why the gorgeous Debbie Bulford's here, because she's our expert this morning and she will help us understand some of these concepts. This is, I think, considered by most jewellery makers to be an essential tool, and we all know tools are cool. I think one of the reasons tools are so important is that not only do they allow you to create a professional finish, but they also improve your own confidence. If you're working with the right tool for the job, you can approach your design with a little more confidence. I always think if you approach things confidently, you're more likely to be successful, and your crimping pliers, of course, perfect for just that. Are these a tool that you use very often, Deb? Yes, actually, yes, because when I first joined here, the crimps were very tiny, and if you remember, you could only get 2 strands of beading thread through, so you couldn't do any multi-strands at all. It was just like, oh, what on earth can I do? Now, the crimps we've got in the kits are larger, but because of that, the crimping covers just about cover the crimps. So these crimping pliers are brilliant because they fold the crimp in half, which means that then the crimp cover can neatly sit over the top of your jewellery, and I think it's the way jewellery is finished that makes it look professional. Absolutely. So these really are essential if you want the really nice finish. You don't have that scratchy bit at the back of your neck when the cord's not cut. even on the wrist line.
Yeah.
If you're not using a crimp cover or it's not crimped properly, it can be uncomfortable.
That's right.
But as you say, it's the difference between being sort of homemade and handmade, isn't it? This is the thing. This is what we talk about. The idea behind creating homemade, handcrafted jewellery that does have a professional quality about it, and having the right tool for the job will allow you to create that professional finish. Deluxe crimping pliers, again, there seems to be a character missing. Do you know what it is? They can't keep up with us because we've got so many Black Friday deals to bring you this morning. I believe the missing character is X for X-ray. $6.95.
Wow.
So far we've only had add it to your order prices, so great way to get started this morning. And what a fantastic stocking filler that would be for a jewellery maker.
Absolutely, because some of these tools are not tools that you would necessarily buy yourself. You'll think, oh, I'll get by without that, so I'll just do without that.
Sure.
But it's nice to get as a gift, definitely.
So a lot of the time when you're invested in a hobby like jewellery making, you don't, and you can get by, as it were, you think, well, $6.95, that's another strand of gemstones, or that's my findings, and so you put it off getting the actual tools. So as a gift, these would be perfect. And of course, if you don't know what gemstones people favour, or whether people are interested in Kumahima or Polymer clay, or what their discipline of choice is, I can tell you crimping is essential for all jewellery making. No matter what discipline you're going to do, you're always going to have to put a crimp bead on there to hold it all in place. So this is pretty much a generic item that all jewellery makers will benefit from owning, and at $6.95, I can tell you, on my days off, because I'm so cool, I do a little bit of research. So I've been going to some of the independent craft stores, as well as some of the the well-known craft stores, shall we say. You can pay some serious dosh for your tools out there. Pairs of pliers can set you back over £20 in some of these stores. So for $6.95, given that this is a professional standard tool designed for the job, this is a must-have at $6.95. And Marie's just texted through to say, hi all, I've got these and they have made it so easy. I use them all the time. So yeah, Anne-Marie backing up what Debbie and I are saying there. It just makes life easier and gives you a professional finish, which is what we're all looking for, really. You know, we don't want our craft work to be described as sort of amateurish or anything like that. We want it to be seen as professional quality. And Andrea also texting through this morning. Good morning to you, Andrea. It says, morning all. I'm not going to the shops to get squashed and stood on today. I'm staying in. I'm watching you to get some inspiration. Well, don't panic, Andrea, because we've got plenty of inspiration coming from the lovely Debbie. I've already seen her designs. They are absolutely gorgeous, out of this world. Brenda also texting me to say, well done Ed for helping to raise money for charity. Can't wait for all the deals. Credit card at the ready. Now that is a good tip, Brenda sending through there. We always say, if you've got a top tip to share with the jewellery making community out there, then text through. Could be, you know, as simple as, oh, I always put a little dot of nail varnish on something to make it go through the holes here. Or it could be something much more intrinsic, like have your credit card at the ready. That's going to be a great piece of advice this morning for all jewellery makers. $6.95. Loving the interaction this morning, guys. Gail's also texted through to say you are fortunate to have gotten away with just hurting your hands then, with your luck. Love to all the team. Looking forward to another great show. I'll let everybody into a secret. That wasn't my only injury, but I'm just really tough. James also texted me to hi Debbie. Hi Ed, Debbie and crew. Ed, do you have a
death wish?
A death wish. First you come off your bike, now you fall down steps. Love the show. Jane in Gravesend. I don't have a death wish, although when I was growing up I heard that quite a lot. I spent a lot of my childhood in A&E, I have to say. I was just always that kid who was like, I'll do it. You know, so he's like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if somebody climbed to the top of that tree? I'll do it. You know, every single summer I can remember as a child, I was in a plaster cast getting people to sign it. Honestly, I was just a nightmare. And I don't know why I'm talking about my childhood really, because it's continued into my adult life, as you can see. So yes, I am a very silly boy. I do have to look after myself better. I'm actually a father. This is the strange thing. But yeah, my son's followed in the footsteps. Every time I injure myself, he wants a matching injury. So he always ends up injuring himself as well. So yeah, I'll have to watch out for that. Ed, do we need to wrap you up in bubble wrap? Good idea. Wouldn't do me any harm. At least nobody's like sort of just complaining that I look scruffy, and they understand that I do look silly. Yes, I just hurt myself. So thank you for all your concern. The other thing I'll say is, should we give people something else to text in about rather than my horrible injuries? What I was going to say is, I've been presenting on the channel for over a year now. But I used to be the sales manager of the channel, and every now and then, the reason that I became a presenter is because every now and then I'd have to step in if I couldn't find a replacement presenter. When we didn't have as many shows and we didn't offer you as much inspiration, I had a much smaller roster of presenters at my disposal. And so sometimes I wouldn't be able to find cover, so I'd have to step into the fold. The first time this ever happened, it was myself and Debbie who were on the show.
It was?
So I thought maybe our text topic this morning could be your first experience of JewelleryMaker. Not jewellery making, but JewelleryMaker as a channel. So what was your first experience? So text in. It might be, that you were just flicking through and you came across us and now you are one of our designers, Mark Smith. Or maybe you've got your own unique story. So yeah, share with us your first experience of JewelleryMaker as a channel. I think, is that a nice text topic? Okay, £6.95. Yes, sure. Could I show how to do it? I think I should do it, really. If I make a mess of it.
Oh,
can I open these? Is that all right? Yeah, I can open the sample. Yeah, cool. Here it is. So we've had a text in. Don't forget, if you want a little shout out on the show, to include your name on your texts and messages. It's so simple, really. I can't get this wrong, can I? Or can I? Okay. We should really have a piece of beading thread or something, I suppose, to put it onto. Oh. I wondered.
There we go.
And I think my glamorous assistant has already had that prepared for me. There you go.
There you go.
Aha.
1. Oh. 2.
There you go.
There you go, Ed. Oh, a bit skew whiff, but never mind. A bit of an angle, but you'll be able to demonstrate it.
Okay, thank you very much. So Debbie's created this for me. So here we go. So literally, once you've sort of fed your gemstones on there, and this is your, put your crimp bead on there. These are so easy to work with. There you go. Just put it in there, and it'll crimp it onto there. Ta-da! Very, very easy to use. If I can do it, anyone can. That's usually the old adage. I'll just put that down there. Okay, now we're going to give Debbie a quick challenge. Congratulations if you did get hold of those, and if you are shopping for the JewelleryMaker in your life, good on you. You've done a good deal there, because they're going to be very, very happy with those on Christmas morning. And we are going to give the lovely Debbie Bulford a bit of a challenge this morning. Now, a lot of the kits are polymer clay focused and very, very inspirational. So we're going to go down a different route for the challenge. And I love these colour tones, have to say. Very rich, opulent colours, actually, aren't they? Almost, well, depending, again, on what you match them up with, could be seen as quite festive. Because you've got your cranberry reds there, your amethyst purples. I love the royal blue tone, always going to be popular, especially with certain producers. I know, of course, regular viewers know that producer Dion, who's in charge this morning, loves her blue gemstones. And we've also got this fantastic, I would describe that as a sort of apricot colour, really. because it's almost like a frosted orange, something like that. I don't know if I'm describing it accurately, Deb, for you? Do you think that's about right?
Agree, actually. And they've got really large holes, so you can do macrame with these. You can get a really good 1 mil thread through, so that's good.
That is very, very useful, of course, because I've seen the macrame designs these days. People are going to all kinds of lengths to create new and fresh looks, I suppose, with macrame. The faceting on these is gorgeous because it's so uniformed. So you get that fantastic sparkle or luster depending on what colour tone that you're working with. Now the good thing about this is, I suppose, it allows you to really expand your gemstone collection because you're going to have a uniformed cut and finish to each gemstone, but very different colour tones. They all work together as well. Any combination.
They do. They're a really good stash combination actually, because I would put some black or something with the orange and really make it pop. You could pull every single one of those out and make them look individually beautiful.
Absolutely. But I mean, even if you want to go down the sort of colour blocking route, you know, you've got the orange and purple, made famous by Cheryl Cole, of course. You just can't go wrong with this. We are going to give you, once again, another Black Friday price point this morning, $14.95 for 4 strands of gemstone. Quite hefty carat weights here, over 150 carats on each and every strand. So we're talking about over 600 carats of gemstones here for $14.95. Absolutely amazing. That's the kind of value we can offer you here at JewelleryMaker. These are all quartz strands, so quite traditional gemstone. People are aware as a gemstone, of course, and the beautiful thing about gemstone is you can create these very vivid colour tones. Julie, the first texter through with her experience, her first experience of JewelleryMaker as a channel, she says, I found Gem, went in bed ill. OMG, been skin ever since. There you go. It's a familiar tale, Julie, I have to say. Sandra also texted in to say, hi, all you lovely people. I found JewelleryMaker about 12 months ago and have had fun ever since. This is my happy retirement. Love to all, from Sandra. There you go. Do you know what? That's another quite familiar concept, isn't it? This is a crafting hobby that people take up when they do have a little bit more time on their hands. It might be that, you know, you've been signed off from work, or you've retired from your job and you're looking for something. This is a great way to get started because, of course, there's a bit more of a community feel at JewelleryMaker because we're all sharing ideas and inspiration all day long. And, of course, as I say, you've got that creative outlet. So not just good for youngsters, but maybe as you move on in life and you want to express yourself in a different way, jewellery making, fantastic way to do that. Another one that's come through, it says, my first experience with JM was when I was looking for a present for a friend. I remembered seeing your channel on a TV listing, tuned in to see Mark demoing a macrame bracelet, and that was it. I was hooked. Is that Fee? Yeah, we go. So thanks for getting involved this morning, Fee. There you go. So Fee had a similar experience to Mark himself then. So 4 strands for $14.95, an incredible deal, not to be missed out on. And I think, are we going to move straight over and have a look at the first kit of the morning? So we'll take you through everything that we have in the kit once we've had a look at what Debbie's actually done with it. Are we ready to go? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Now this is a fantastic kit because it's very polymer clay focused, isn't it? So
it is, but the amount of strands in this kit is just unbelievable. So for those of you who want to sort of give the polymer clay to one person, you can keep the lovely strands yourself because they're absolutely stunning. They really are stunning.
Amazing, because of course having the extra strands, if you like, you can supplement that by creating your own beads. Yeah. And this is going to go on and on and on.
Oh yeah, I've got quite a bit left over actually, as you can probably imagine. But yes, I love this. I love the fact that as well with the findings, we have a findings pack coming up later. And
yes.
So we can use whatever findings we wanted. So I have used various colours in this, so that's bought as an extra. So it's a nice idea.
Yeah. So I suppose sometimes people do have quite a stash of findings, and
they do.
We have got a lot of findings opportunities coming up this morning. I have to say that. Yeah. Stocking fillers for jewellery makers, another more generic items.
Absolutely, yeah.
And yes, we've got a bit of a Secret Santa deal coming up as well, so that's going to be a good one. So the idea here is that if you're already invested in jewellery making and you're already a polymer clay artist, you've already got findings, we're going to give you the gemstones and the polymer clay you need. Well, I was going to say to see you through the Christmas break, probably see you through till next Christmas, the amount you've got. We'll quickly talk about what we're going to get here, because you've got your purple Mystic Quartz. These are nuggets, so they range in size from 5x4 to 13x4. You've also got this fantastic strand of sodalite nuggets. Look at that, I love the irregularity in the size and shapes there. 300 carats in total, ranging in size from 12x5 to 22x6. You've got this fantastic strand of white magnesite. Very, very similar to howlite because of that sort of silver matrix on the surface of the gemstone. And the nuggets there range from 11x6 to 22x6. 400 carats of magnesite on that one. You've actually got white moonstone here. It's a very, very popular gemstone because, of course, you're going to get the adulorescence. That's the optical effect that you see within your moonstone, this beautiful schiller across the surface. And the moonstone, again, massive carat weight there, 300 carats. They range in size again from 8x4 to 13x3. Now, I'm confused because I've ran out of gemstone information, but I've still got more strands coming up here now. Have a look at this. How odd. I'm not being silly, am I?
No, no, you're right, absolutely right.
I think these are, I think it looks like turquoise.
It does look like turquoise, actually, because it has got the natural colours rather than the veining of the howlite. It has got natural colours of turquoise. I'm sure it must be.
Ah, well, there you go. I was right to be dubious. It is, in fact, dyed magnesite.
Oh, really?
But doesn't
that
it look...
surprises me because it hasn't got the flex. It's more like an all-over colour.
Yeah, it does look very, very natural.
That's amazing.
It is dyed magnesite. Always best to be certain of these things. Of course, here at JewelleryMaker, we do lab test each and every gemstone to ensure we're giving you exactly what we say we are giving you. And this is, in fact, white magnesite? Turquoise dyed magnesite. And then have a look at these, because I haven't got any details. But this...
Those are stunning.
...is another strand of dyed quartz, or coated quartz, and these are
just
amazing,
fabulous. I love these.
Like,
they're just like chocolate coating, you know, the covers on chocolate.
Metallic, the foils, absolutely.
Oh, wonderful.
Every colour of the rainbow in there, aren't
beautiful.
And they're like neon colours as well, neon purples,
and they really
electric
shine.
blues. They're fantastic. They're going to give a real lift to any design.
Absolutely.
And they're pretty large as well, so you can afford to use these a little bit more sparingly, I suppose, and still make a huge statement within your designs. They're gorgeous. So 6 very hefty strands, if you like, huge carat weights on each strand, and real sort of a statement look because of the organic cuts you've got, I think. Massive collection of polymer clay coming up in this kit as well. I'll take you through the colour tones, there's so many. They just keep going. Now I haven't seen this soufflé Sculpey clay before. So maybe you can enlighten me.
Yep. Soufflé clay is made by Sculpey, and it is a lot softer than the Primo clay. It's a lot more flexible than the Primo clay.
Okay.
And although it does say it's for caning, personally, as I've said every time I've had it on here, I personally find it a bit soft to do caning with, because you need something quite firm to slice and have a nice clean slice.
Right.
But as far as texture's concerned and flower details are concerned, it is absolutely perfect, because when it's baked, it's still flexible. So anyone who does carving out there, who does cake toppers, or just dragons and just leaves, and you want to carve in all the different detail, perfect, because it's soft enough to do that. It's almost like using proper clay. It's just wonderful. If you mix it with Primo, make sure it is conditioned correctly, so they're both exactly the same condition when you start to use it, so you haven't got a soft and a hard clay. They've been conditioned to the same consistency. But then it gives the Primo a little bit of flexibility. But for doing flowers, it's perfect because it's soft and you can bend it without any worry of it crazing or cracking. It's beautiful. That's
obviously a concern when you first start with polymer clay. That's what a lot of people worry about. I've actually heard people talk about that in your workshop. So concerned about it cracking, but you're not going to have that problem with this.
No.
Huge array of colour tones here as well, and of course, even though we're giving you more colours than you'd find in a rainbow, it doesn't end there, because of course you can blend these colours together, pretty much create an infinite array of colour tones.
Too right. I mean, you can. I never ever use colours out the packet unless I'm doing a show here, because people want to see the colours in the design.
Sure.
But I never use the colours out the packet. I always blend them.
And that way, you know you're creating something unique.
You do a bespoke design.
I love this. Okay, so if you were to buy all of these 6 strands and all of the polymer clay individually, cost you £48.30, which in itself is incredible value.
It is.
When you consider that we're talking about genuine gemstones here. All right, here we go. It's going to be one of those days. Well, it is Black Friday now.
Oh gosh.
We should be taking it down this morning to $34.95. That is the intended wholesale price point for this kit this morning, but it's Black Friday, so we're going to go above and beyond. We're going to take it that one step further and put another £5 back in your pocket, down to £29.95. That's a saving of, what, £18, £19 on this particular deal. Amazing.
It is amazing. When you think in the shops that the polymer clay at the moment is between £2.10 and £2.50 a packet.
Right.
So if that was £2.50 a packet, you're looking at £20 worth of clay.
Wow. So that means that you potentially are getting 6 strands of gemstones for less than a tenner.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's just amazing. That really is amazing. I think I've made 10 or 11 pieces, so that's like £3 a piece or something, which is just silly, isn't it, really?
Well, you wouldn't sell any of these for £3, would you? I mean, think about the work that's going to... I mean, especially, something like that, that's got so much going on.
That.
I mean, that is
I love that. I really do.
You can imagine people wearing that with their sort of big knits and stuff at this time of year as well, because
nice
sometimes
chunky cardigans and things. Yeah, really nice.
So which of our designs are we going to be?
Well, I'm not going to do the polymer clay because we're going to do polymer clay in the next 2 kits. But the flowers that are here, I should do on the next Millefiori course. So if anyone wants to come on that, fine. I'm going to do something really basic because I think we might have some new viewers, some new jewellery makers watching us today.
Yes, I think so.
So I just thought I'd show you how to do something really, really simple. And on this necklace here, this first one, you'll see that we've got some drops, okay?
Yeah.
And to make sure that they don't move around, I've done a little coil on the top and a coil to the necklace. So for those of you who really are starting from scratch, what do? These are called head pins. If they had a little circle on, they'd be called eye pins because it would look like an eye. But this is a little ball on the end, which are very difficult to buy actually. It's very rare you can buy them with a little ball on the end. They're usually a T-bar if you buy them in a craft shop. So I've popped some gems on top. And don't be scared of bending these. They're not going to break. You can straighten them if you want to. So you just bend that around your round nose pliers, which is a graduated round little nose on there, and you pull it tight to the gem, and that means that when it's on your necklace it's not going to go anywhere, it's not going to move, it's not going to go up and down the pin. It's really, really easy. And then when you get to the top, you grab hold of the end of your pin and turn. And a tip to people who are just starting, put a little mark with a permanent ink pen on your round nose pliers so it shows you where to do your coil. So you can do the same coil every time. That's what makes your jewellery look handmade, not homemade. It just means that every single coil that you do for your jewellery is going to look identical, and that is really important. So all you do then is just feed that onto either your little shepherd's hook earring or onto your necklace. Something very, very simple, but it just holds the design in place. It means it's not going to move around. So practice that. Anyone who's starting, I know that was the one thing I practiced on a reel of wire, doing coil after coil after coil, and that's what helps you make your jewellery look professional.
Of course, yeah, the uniformity is
it's
what's
really
going on,
important, because if you don't get that, that's what makes it look homemade.
Yeah.
You really need to practice.
And we've just offered you an incredible deal here, a wholesale opportunity on gemstones and polymer clay. I mean, just look at that array of colours there that you've got in the polymer clay. And it's mirrored in the gemstones, isn't it? I mean, that strand of nuggets.
I just love them. Look at those, look at those.
A little disco ball of colours there going on, isn't it?
Beautiful, yeah.
For the party season. I mean, that is perfect,
stunning.
isn't it?
Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect.
So should be over £48. We've got it under £30 this morning.
Amazing.
Incredible deal. Wholesale opportunity. Oh, we are going to move over right now because we're going to have a look at what you've been creating over on the Wall of Fame. Welcome back to the Wall of Fame. This is the person who sends a design in is entered in, and you could win £50 if you're the runner-up, or £100. And that prize draw is made every Wednesday morning. So I'm going to let Debbie get us started.
This is beautiful. I envy people that do this because I can't do this. Number 32. This is from Una in Newcastle. Oh, your jewellery is always stunning. That's a very familiar name. I am sending a picture of my latest make for the Wall of Fame with rhodonite flowers, black onyx and bronze wire. I don't know what I did before JewelleryMaker, but I really enjoy the hobby. Good luck and fingers crossed. That is gorgeous. Your jewellery is always stunning. Very talented lady. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Whenever I'm doing the Wall of Fame, actually, I always have a design for it.
Beautiful,
so yeah, thanks for continually getting involved with the show. I like that. I have got number 35. This is a necklace I made over some time. The blue stones of Chalcedony. I used 1mm and 0.25mm silver-plated wire, all from JM. My 3-year-old daughter made the little bracelet for me from a bead scoop. Anyone can make jewellery, and if I win, I will be sharing it with my little girl. P.S. She says, Grace Luck for bracelet. And there you go. That's from Hayley in Essex. So that's fantastic, isn't it? And that just goes to show you anyone can make jewellery, because even a 3-year-old has made that little bracelet. So there you go.
Lovely. That's really special. This is number 33. This is from Anne-Marie. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. Pearl earrings using heart head pins, which I love. Everything is from JM, as I'm totally addicted. Yes, we should have cards saying I am addicted, shouldn't we really?
Yes, absolutely.
That is lovely. That's really gorgeous. Nice. Anne-Marie? Yes, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, Anne-Marie, there you go. Nice. Now this is quite interesting, because both our next two designs
are similar, aren't they?
Similar in terms of how vivid the colours are that have been used. I love this. This is crackled quartz, you can tell just from looking at it. Number 36 has been sent in by Kath in Gloucestershire. It says, hi Jem, this is my week's entry to the Wall of Fame. I've made a bracelet using beading thread and some crackled quartz gemstones, all from JM. Really love the show and say to myself every day that I'm not going to buy anything, but the price is so amazing I just cannot help myself. Good luck to everyone. Well, Kath, today we are going to take that to brand new levels, because of course it is Black Friday and some of the deals are going to be out of the stratosphere. So have your credit card in hand, as we said earlier.
This is number 34. I love all these bright colours. This is from Dawn in Leeds. It says, this week's entry, Colour Pop memory wire bracelets, all products from the Fab JM. Good luck to all, from Dawn in Leeds. That's lovely. That's really nice. It's nice and cheery.
I love that. Colours. Absolutely gorgeous. Really bright colours, and of course it just goes to show you that you don't need to be, precious about your colour combinations.
No, that's lovely.
Go for it. And the more experimental you are, probably you'll come up with some fantastic designs. I think we're going to go straight back over to the presenter desk. We've got so many deals to bring you. And this is another fantastic item for all jewellery makers. Pretty generic item really, because if you don't know what discipline that the jewellery maker in your life favours, then why not get hold of this DVD bundle? Because we are going to cover a lot of the bases here with this one. Maybe you might actually introduce the jewellery maker in your world to a discipline they hadn't considered before. It might give them a whole new direction. So this is a great stocking filler, or do you know what? It could be a main gift, but at a stocking filler price. Should we say that? Because the price point is going to be out of this world, but actually there's so much going on here. Now, I do have a bit of a theory, because I don't know if you're somebody who's shopping for another jewellery maker, but if you normally like to spend your Christmas period watching football, like my good self, you might like to keep the jewellery maker in your house distracted. How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours of jewellery making tutorage? That should keep anyone busy. Now look at this. This is your Polymer Clay Accessories Edition 1. And of course this is a Polymer Clay show, and this might have just introduced people to the idea of working with polymer clay. This DVD is perfect, and Debbie shows you how to create fantastic accessories from this particular DVD. It does continue because we've also got the Extruder Edition 1, and I think the host of this is particularly handsome. And yes, actually, the Extruder, that's one of Debbie's favourite polymer clay tools, isn't it? Not
yeah,
your absolute favourite.
Absolute good fun.
Great way to just create, well, bespoke looks, actually, the Extruder. So that's your Extruder DVD. We've also got your Sculpey Clay Basics. So that's a great way to get started. So once you've mastered those basics, then you can start to use your Extruder and create your accessories. Polymer Clay Fusion with wire. Of course, wire has been voted as our favourite discipline here at Jewellery Maker, and the idea of integrating the two techniques, well, especially with these two lovely ladies, Debbie and is it Rachel Norris is on that as well? Fantastic. Well, you can't go wrong there. Two of the most talented jewellery makers in the land on one DVD. Then you've got your Mini Fury. I haven't said it.
No, I know. You're very good so far.
Mini Fury DVD. Now this is, well, becoming one of our most popular workshops, of course, because once people have mastered the basics of polymer clay and they want to take it on to that next level, Mini Fury is a great way to do that, because of course floral motifs are always popular, and this really allows you to take polymer clay onto that next level. So I think that's fantastic DVD. In the mix, so this is another kind of fusion DVD. So we're mixing macrame, wire work, those kind of disciplines. Polymer,
and I think it's
and enamel as well, isn't it?
I think so, yes.
In fact, why don't I just read the back of it? It's all on there. So you've got polymer clay, wire work, macrame and jewel enamel. Oh yeah, we got there anyway, there you go. So that's fantastic, sort of fusion DVD as well. Now here's one that I would, I've actually watched this already, so I know how fantastic it is. This is Chainmail Edition 2, and it just shows you how to do some of the more advanced chainmail weaves, doesn't it? Once you've again got to grips with,
and it's introducing gemstones to this one as well.
There you go. So that's a great way to expand it. I think chainmail's fantastic. We were talking at the start of the show that people like a professional finish. That's why I favour chainmail. It always looks professional. Then you've got your face canes. Again, another way to introduce maybe youngsters to polymer clay, but also to give a great deal of character to your designs as well. And then Chainmail Edition 1. So this is the ultimate Debbie Bulford DVD collection, effectively. 9 DVDs normally would set you back £44, but we're going to do a Black Friday price this morning. A stocking filler price at for what could be a main present, actually. Wow! Better than half price. You won't even find those kind of deals on the high street. Better than half price.
I know, I'm just cheap in your homes, you see. I just come on, very good value. And good value for money.
There you go, Debbie Bulford, great value for money. 9 hours of Debbie Bulford fun for just $19.95.
You put them off head, I shouldn't say.
Put those thoughts out of your mind. And 9 hours, so each one is roughly an hour long, so it might be 59 minutes or whatever, so don't hold that against me. Works out at less than £2.50 per DVD. Normally they're £4.95 each. In fact, I think it's more like £2.22. £2.22, that's amazing. So 9 DVDs for $19.95. And again, a huge queue on the phone lines. If you are entering a queue, don't panic. We will be with you shortly. A queue of around about 60 seconds, but it is building on the phone lines. If you do come through to a short queue, don't panic. You will be answered in the order in which you dial. It is a free phone number from your landlines. But if you don't want to wait in the queue, then why not log on at JewelleryMaker.com. Simply add it to your basket, check out. Jobs are good. We've got plenty of these to go round, so don't worry too much. But it is an incredible deal. Normally that would be £44, and this morning less than 20. Can't say fairer than that. The ultimate Debbie Bulford DVD collection there. And I imagine you've got some more DVDs in the pipeline.
Yes, I've got to go and see Laura afterwards about some new ones. But
really?
I think this would be a nice idea to split if you've got a school. You've got, as I said many times before, if you've got hampers to make up for school fairs. If you saw the last kit, you could put the polymer clay and some DVDs together as a nice
idea.
Kit, or presents for various people. I just think they're such good value. If you look on them on their website, most DVDs are 12, 14, 15, 20 pounds, each. But I think that's really good value.
Fantastic. Actually, do you know what? Thinking about it, Secret Santas.
Yeah, perfect.
So these would be great, wouldn't they?
They would.
Because of course nobody needs to know that you got it for £2.22. It's still that £5 price point. And actually it's only supposed to be under £5, isn't it? So really you're well under. But nobody needs to know. £2.22 per DVD. People flying through now on the phone line. So thank you, help team. They are getting through your calls very, very quickly. $19.95, that's an amazing deal when you think about it.
Actually.
I mean,
you think how much you'd have to pay for a workshop for that sort of length of time.
Exactly right. And you only do sort of one discipline.
That's right, that's sort of a day and a half workshop or something, or 2 days workshop. I mean, it's good value. That's
a great way of looking at it. I mean, think about how much you have to pay for a crafting magazine in some of these shops.
Well, yes, actually.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And will be more than £2.22 anyway, put it that way. I haven't seen too many that are under that price point. $19.95 for 9 DVDs, each of them offering you roughly an hour's worth of tutorage in some of our most popular disciplines. And I love the fact that a lot of them are sort of fusion as well. Yes. Oh, there you go. Look, Michelle's broke it down for us. Thanks, Michelle. Michelle might be a regular viewer of mine because I like to do this kind of thing. 4 at a normal price and 5 for 15p.
Gosh,
that's a great way of looking at it, isn't it?
That's really good, Michelle. Very good.
So you could say actually that you've got all of your polymer clay ones for like 15p, and then all the fusion and chainmail and everything are just normal price. Amazing deal there. And of course, you've got a plethora of disciplines and techniques on each and every DVD, so really you're expanding your repertoire of jewellery making skills for less than £20. People still flying through on the phone lines. I say don't panic, we are dealing with your calls. We are very, very busy, of course. Our help team are dealing with calls from across the globe. We do have 4 live channels coming out of our studios here in the Midlands, and we're broadcasting to America and people shopping all over the globe. So welcome everyone this morning. We are making it worthwhile. It's Black Friday and the deals continue right now. We're going to give you another finding deal. Okay, I've got so many deals this morning. Normally the producer will shout a number in your ear because everything is numbered down here. Now I have to have a left, right and a number because there's so many deals this morning to get through. Where did I put that board? Ah, here it is. And I've lost me tweezers. Don't panic because they're so huge. I don't really need tweezers for these ones. These are head pins, but they're a little bit different. They're kind of like a mushroom cap head pin. So they're going to become a feature within your design. And given that they're gold plated, you can see how these will add value to your design. Sorry, the lovely Cassandra was just pointing out my own stupidity there because my tweezers were, do you know what? It's their own fault. They didn't say boo. They were right under my nose, the tweezers. There you go. To be honest, as I say, they're 50mm in length. So you don't really need tweezers because they're not exactly difficult to pick up. These are going to be perfect for going through some of your larger gemstones, of course. And the great thing about that is if you do have a larger gemstone, to have that little feature of that golden metallic shimmer there will become a little bit of detailing on the gemstone itself, won't it? So that's great. Also, if you think about things like stud earrings, for example, you could use these on those and they become. They're lovely.
I think they're everybody's favourite head pin at the moment.
Oh really?
Yeah, everyone I've spoken to, it's their favourite because it looks like a bead cap.
It does.
It saves you money. You don't have to put a bead cap onto the end of a bead.
Ah, okay.
And I think they're fabulous for like bubble bracelets. You know, and you've got lots and lots and lots of beads, and you've got that lovely glint of the metal.
The little sort of
really
cluster of perfect rounds, but then you get the little glint. I mean, that's really, really on trend, isn't it? On the high street with some of the big designers.
Yeah, and they look like studs. And I cut the tops. If I have to cut the tops off, I've used them in clay to stud things around. So
absolutely. I mean, this is the day. Even if you're not doing your Christmas shopping, let's say you're an organised person like my good self, and you finished your Christmas shopping. Smug isn't the word. And maybe you just want to stock up on these items. Maybe you're going to be investing these. This is the day to do it. In fact, Andrina has texted in to say they are really good to make earring findings too. So there you go. If you want to actually make your own findings, of course, because they're 50mm in length, so you've got a lot more to play with. You can just create your own earring findings. Again, another time saver, another money saver, of course. So there you go. Oh, and another, add it to your order price, another Black Friday deal this morning, this time for gold plated bead cap head pins. So when I read that description, I was obviously I knew that it was alluding to this, but it didn't quite click until you said it there, Deb.
You could actually make your own studs, couldn't you? You just need to cut the head and then put the little butterfly on the back. I mean, they're just like stud earrings.
I mean, that's a good point. I was thinking about, you know, using it as detailing with a gemstone, but you don't even need the gemstone. It is quite prominent. If you look there, you can see that the actual sort of bead cap finish, if you like, is very, very. It actually looks very high end, doesn't it?
It does. It's lovely. It really is lovely.
Because the gold plating's very, very rich tone, isn't it? Almost like 18 karat gold, if you like. It is 9 karat gold that's used for the plating, just to be clear. But I'm just saying that the actual metallic sheen that you get from these head pins is fantastic. $6.95 is your price point this morning, and another great way for you to maximise on the. I think not just your 1P&P, but the wholesale opportunities, because it's an essential deal. So, you know, everybody needs head pins. As we've just been hearing there from Debs, this is pretty much the head pin of choice for most designers at the moment. And I suppose is that our expert designers and workshop attendees you're referring to
absolutely,
there?
Absolutely.
There you go. So $6.95, another Black Friday deal. They will continue throughout the day, of course, but certainly up until 1 p.m, because if you are a regular viewer, you know what producer Dion's like. She'll never let you down. She's got a lot of deals, and actually I can hear her right now negotiating with the management team upstairs on just how low she can go on some of these deals. So what we'll do is we'll leave that one there. If you are on the phone line, stay where you are, and we'll give the help team a chance to catch up because there's so many people shopping with us this morning. Just to be clear, sorry, I don't know if I mentioned it because we got carried away with just how gorgeous the actual head pins are. You get 100, so it is a genuine wholesale opportunity for £6.95.
Wow,
that's amazing, isn't it? That works out at what, 7p per head pin? Absolutely amazing. We're going to move on. We are going to go to a quick break so the help team catch up, but just a quick reminder that I have got a limited edition black Spinel chain coming up. I mean, I don't know which part to focus on, whether it's the quality of the gemstones, the cut of the gemstones, how beautiful that bezel setting is. They're ticking every single box for all jewellery makers, but it's a limited edition opportunity and we're going to launch it right after the break. We'll be back in 2. If you're on the phone lines, stay where you are.
Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair cone, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
As peace of mind for your Christmas shopping, any purchase you make from now until Christmas can be returned to us until the 31st of January 2015. Get ready to be a part of this year's Christmas Snowball auctions. Anyone can register and bid, whether you're at the ball or not. And all profits go to the continued support of the Equal World Foundation. If you'd like to place a bid on over 50 fantastic auction lots ranging from gorgeous jewellery to experience days to signed memorabilia, then simply head to our dedicated website to register. Once you've registered, you'll be able to keep bidding on items from your mobile, tablet or computer. All auctions close at 10:30 p.m. on Saturday the 6th of December and winners will then be notified. So remember, keep heading to the website to keep a close watch on your auction lots until the very last second. Best of luck, happy bidding and spread the word. Download the JewelleryMaker app today. You can watch our JewelleryMaker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the JewelleryMaker app today and boost your viewing experience.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
If you have a question or query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back to JewelleryMaker. This is the Spinel chain. We want to make everybody aware of this. As I said, just before we went to the break, I could hear my producer getting involved in a little bit of negotiation with the management team, and those are ongoing. So we've let everybody know this is coming up very, very soon. It is limited edition and we are trying to get you a Black Friday price point. That is what we're focused on this morning. If you've missed out on the opening hour of the show, where have you been? you've already missed out on so many opportunities, but don't panic. We have got deals galore this morning. It is Black Friday, of course. This is supposed to be the biggest shopping day of the year, well, globally actually, so we're in keeping with that, and we want to make sure we find a deal for everyone. It is a McKay special, so I'm joined by the lovely Debbie Bulford, and we'll be having some inspiration from Debbie shortly. But right now, we're going to give you a deal for everyone. Is this right? Oh, sorry. The other right then, yeah? The other right, yeah? Here we go. So every single jewellery maker out there is going to need their chain, of course, and this is silver-plated chain. Love the links here. It's a pretty classic look, really, isn't it? 3x2mm uniformed links. I'm going to get it off because we want to be able to have a look at the actual chain itself. But do you know what's fantastic about this? You feel like a pro when you're working off a reel. Does that sound silly? But you know, when you've got a lens, like when you've got this in your workshop and you know you're not going to run out, and you can be a little bit more you know, you don't have to be quite so sparing or economical with such a staple item like chain. And of course, the good thing about chain is it's a classic finish to all designs, but it makes your gemstones go that little bit further. Sometimes you might find people are looking for slightly more length, you know, if you've got a plunging neckline, for example, on your LBD. Or, as we said earlier, if you've got an open back dress and you want a longer extender chain. Maybe you want to make your black Spinel chain go that little bit further. You can actually add links in, couldn't you, just to extend it? Is that an idea, Debs?
Yeah, I think absolutely right. And so they're very good. That particular chain is very good for extender chains at the back of the neck. So if you're doing craft fairs or even for yourself, you can make your necklace one length, but know that you can lengthen it.
Yes, absolutely.
To another length.
Or of course, if somebody is commissioning a design from you, or maybe just asking for something a little bit extra at the craft fair itself, you can say, well, listen, I'll make it a little bit longer, come back in 10-20 minutes or what have you. And so you've got the opportunity. You don't want to miss out on sales because you've limited your design. And of course, chain does give you that flexibility. You've got a 10-meter reel here. I mean, we only have a limited number, unfortunately, and as I say, we've got a very, very busy call centre this morning. Huge amount of people coming through to shop from us. Of course, it's 1 P&P per day, so if you've already got up and running, this is another essential item, $12.95 for a 10-meter reel of silver-plated chain. Wow. Wow. We have got so many people placing this in their basket at JewelleryMaker.com. Please don't forget to check out, because there's every chance you could miss out. Sorry, I just got distracted by somebody who's logged in at JewelleryMaker.com under the pseudonym of Santa. Maybe it is the big guy himself. I don't know. So that just goes to show how good our deals are. I wonder. Shouldn't he be at the North Pole sorting out the elves right now? But no, he's in East Riding.
Can't miss our deals.
Yeah, well, I suppose he doesn't want to miss out on the deals. Oh, I know his trick. He wants to pay that 1 P&P per day with just $2.95. He's not the only one. He's not the only one who gives you a good deal. Okay, $12.95. These are flying out the door. As I say, we only had double figures of availability to begin with. It is pretty much an essential for all jewellery makers, just like the head pins we saw. I did say we'd have a lot of findings deals this morning. Would we consider chain to be a finding?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think so, yeah. It's definitely an essential item, and actually, you know, when we first launched the channel, and Debbie worked on the channel before even I did, in fact, and when we first, as you'll know, we only had a very limited findings opportunities. You had one findings pack.
Yeah, one findings pack with very, very few sterling silver.
It had a 7-inch length of chain in it.
It did.
And that's all you could buy. You could buy a 7-inch length of chain. That was it. Now, 10 meters of silver-plated chain. And I love the finish on this, because actually, you know, despite the fact that you've got the 3x2mm links, they do have slight sort of curvature to the links. So you do the, you know, the light catches on that. That's a very traditional high-end finish. I mean, the gorgeous Gemma Crow there, showing us her body chain piece there.
Stunning, isn't it?
Yes, she is. Yes, the chains are. $12.95. It looks like that's going to be a sell-out deal. So congratulations if you came through quickly for that one. To my what? Left hand side. To the left, to the left. Oh, okay, I will let everybody know about that. We've got single figures of availability remaining in stock on that chain. Roughly 30 people with it in their basket, so somebody is going to miss out there. I tried to warn you, you've got to be checking out very, very quickly. Wow. Now these are the little ring findings. I'm just going to try and find a finger that I can display these on. There we go. No, it's fine. I can hide my injuries. There we are. Look at that. Now the view. Yes. I probably wouldn't wear these on my little fingers, but do you know what? What is the size? Oh yes, there isn't one. It's an adjustable ring, so again, perfect for your commissions or your craft fairs, of course. And actually, these would be a good item to have on your craft fairs with a selection of gemstones, maybe birthstones, and then you could literally allow people to design their own piece of jewellery on your stall. That's a great way to hook people in, isn't it?
It is actually. Birthstones will always drag people to your store. Always.
I like that idea. You gave me a little look there, like.
They are to make those up there and then. They're quite fiddly to do, and I think you need to sit at home and hook your gemstones on there. But you could have some ready. You could always take commissions, couldn't you? Okay, so well, you know, that's the great thing about having the expert on the show. Of course, I'm maybe overreaching, but I suppose there are going to be some designs. I mean, this is the other thing, a great way of sort of engaging with your customers, of course, can't you? Because you can build rapport that way, or even gain commissions. So it might be, say, something that you don't sell on the day, but that could be like an offer that or an opportunity that you offer your customers. Say, like, I do also do personal commissions. I can make you bespoke rings, for example, and just show them the findings. And then, of course, it makes people feel like they're involved in the design process. I think that's a really powerful concept when you're selling luxury goods. Of course, when you're selling jewellery, there's not many items of jewellery that are actually essential. You don't need jewellery, do we? But I think it's something that makes people feel special, and that's why people invest in it, especially at this time of year, of course, because this is the time where you want to make your loved ones feel special. These are flying out the door. Again, I've got people multi-buying left, right and centre. Probably got another 25, 30 people with this in their basket. Wow, you get both of these for £9.95, so less than £5 per ring finding. I love the opportunity. I'm seeing okay, I've just worked something out. The design you had in mind when you were saying was like a traditional cluster style ring, wasn't it? So what I was thinking is you could make those charm rings, you see. Oh right, yeah, you could.
In which case you could do that much more easily. I was thinking briolette cut gemstones, you know, the through drilled drops, or even the top drilled drops with a little bit of wire, 0.4mm wire, and you can make the little charm style rings. So that's what I had in my mind. But this is the beauty of jewellery making, of course. Even the findings are going to inspire people in different ways. So, but if you did want to make a traditional cluster style ring that you would see sort of on the high street or even from the big designers.
There's an awful lot of silver there for £9.95. Yeah,
do you know what? Based on the kind of weight of the piece, it feels very solid on my finger. I was almost thinking it was paid. It's not. It's £9.25 sterling silver for £5. A ring setting for £5. That is a Black Friday deal, right? That's amazing. And actually, I like that shot there where they're on its side as well, because on the face of it, it looks like it's quite limited. Like you can just create a trilogy. But then, of course, when you see it from the other dimension, you can see that you really can go to town with this and create a very indulgent piece, a very luxurious design. I actually think that the way that Debbie had it in her mind is really the classic look for this setting, isn't it? But You know, if somebody's looking for something contemporary and you did want to do something that involved your customer, if you like, then that's a great way to do it, of course, because a simple bit of chain or even a head pin you could attach gemstones. That's going to be another sellout deal because, again, more people in their baskets than opportunities available. Sorry, can you repeat this? Right, here we go. Sorry, on which side? To my right this time. So many deals this morning. As I said, it's Black Friday and we are going to town on these deals. Essential items as well as wholesale opportunities, and of course we are going to be putting focus on polymer clay throughout the show as well. Now these are your rose gold plated sterling silver head pins, so high end on top of high end, but you get very distinct shapes on the head pins themselves. Again, limited edition opportunity. And I'll take you through it. So basically you get 2 of each head pin. I mean, again, perfect for earring designs, of course, but it's all about the detailing on there. So you get a marquise head pin, a triangle head pin, heart head pin, a round, classic round. You get your square, your pear, your flower, and you actually get 2 different kinds of flower there. You can see there you get the little 6-petal flower and the 4-petaled flower, and on top of that, actually, you get your little arrow head as well. So you get 2 of each design, 10 in total, and these are a great way, once again, to add a little bit of attention to detail, I think. Actually, do you know what? I've seen these used, and I'm not saying this for any reason before I get in trouble, but I've seen them used on cufflinks as well. So just to add a little bit of detailing, because you only have one gemstone, so you want to add something extra. The head pin themselves become a feature, and you could just literally do the same design 10 times but with those subtle variations, couldn't you? If it's earrings or cufflinks, that kind of thing. And I really would make the most of that because we've talked a lot about this already this morning. Attention to detail, the finish, that's where it's at for your customers, isn't it? And this is something that we have to consider. I know that there's going to be a lot of hobbyists out there who are mainly creating designs for their own collections or to give as gifts, of course, but of course when you are selling your designs, these are the items that set you apart from other designers because they give you that attention to detail. Now I'm going to pick out my favourite one here because I love this. I'll show you these 2. This probably highlights exactly what I've just been talking about better than most. This is the little 4-petaled flower, like a little buttercup style design, and then this one. I mean, for a pair of cufflinks, the little club, you know, from, oh, that's the way I see it. I mean, I suppose it could be a 3-leaf clover as well, but I just see it as a club. I've got some, when we had the little wooden shaped ones, we had the spades and the clubs. I've got some cufflinks like that, and I wear them to my poker nights because I'm cool. But yeah, it's fantastic, aren't they? $9.95 again. I mean, where else would you get rose gold plated sterling silver head pins for $9.95? Oh, that's the normal price. Let's have a look at a Black Friday price then. $6.95 for rose gold plated sterling silver. Now, regular viewers will know that I am a little bit girly when it comes to my gemstones, but also my metal of choice is rose gold as well. I like it because I do think it is very, very versatile. I think it adds a certain feeling of femininity if it's matched up with the right gemstone, because you get that slight pink hue coming from the metalwork, or a little bit of warmth. You know, that can be important at this time of year if you're working with maybe like the icy blues, for example. You can add this richer tone into your designs. But rose gold's good because you can use it alongside other metal tones. It's not quite as a bigger clash. I know these days people are going to mix yellow gold and silver and all sorts, but rose gold is a bit more of a transition, I think.
It is, yeah. I think people traditionally, if they wore silver, they wouldn't wear gold. If they wore gold, they wouldn't wear silver, but they will wear rose gold.
Yes.
Weird. But they will.
For me, I could be wrong about this, and I'm happy to be corrected by the experts or by anybody. Shout out if I'm wrong, guys. But I always think of it as quite having a vintage feel about it, rose gold.
It does actually. You're quite right. You're quite right. Yeah, you've seen a lot of antique shops with a lot of rose gold, but the rose gold is in the modern jewellery shops now, especially for men.
Yeah.
A lot of rose gold watches.
Yes.
Really nice chocolate brown leather straps and things. Really nice.
The chunkier looks as well that
I think they're lovely.
feature in the rose gold. And the copper tones as well are very, very popular, aren't they?
Yeah, they
are. I think it does go with so many different gemstones and metallic tones. You just can't go wrong. Both with the metal tone and, of course, once again, adding value to your design from lots of different angles here, because you've got the detailing on the actual head pin itself, and you've got rose gold plated sterling silver. These aren't easy to source, are they, the gold plated sterling silver findings? From other suppliers, I mean.
They're not indeed. I can't remember seeing them anywhere else, actually.
And another great thing I'm going to share with everybody is that I made a chainmail bracelet recently, and I use yellow gold and rose gold jump rings. It looks amazing, I think, together.
It does.
So yeah, rose gold and yellow gold, fantastic. We're going to move on. That looks like another sellout deal. It is Black Friday. You've got to get on those phone lines very, very quickly. And oh, well, that's very convenient, because we're now going to give you some yellow gold jump rings. So there you go. That wasn't planned. That was a happy accident. Planned by you, but not by me mentioning the chainmail. Sorry, getting a jump from my producer. I've planned it all. Here we go. So, your jump rings. These are open jump rings, and again, statement sizes. They're 9mm in size, so they are going to make a significant look. I mean, again, high end on top of high end. Gold plated sterling silver again. Beautiful yellow gold plating here. And I'm often asked about this. When you see the word silver plating, it is 925 sterling silver that's used. When you see the word gold plated, it is 9 carat gold that's used for the plating. So just in case anybody's worried about that, that is the reason. You get 20 of these. Now, jump rings, of course, traditionally associated with chainmail, because you need them to do chainmail, but again, it's another essential, isn't it? You're going to need it. It's the classic finish. If you're attaching a clasp, you need a jump ring to attach it to. You
can't make jewellery without jump rings.
Yes.
You know, you just can't do it. They are an essential part of your kit, really. So they're lovely.
Because, again, you know, we talk about the fact that as crafters, we can find solutions for everything, but when you're selling your designs, you want it to be professional. You want to have a traditional finish to your designs, and you know, like I said, a lot of the experts tell me they spend hours and hours creating these elaborate motifs and weaves and what have you. First thing somebody does, they walk up, turn it round, look at the clasp, look at the finish.
They always turn over a pendant, look at the back of it, and they look at the back of the neck every time.
But you know, it is a good indication of the standard that the designer's working to, I suppose. Here you get 20 individual jump rings, 9mm in size, gold-plated sterling silver. I can see who the chainmail artists are, because they're buying 3s, 4s, 5s of this particular item. Here comes your price point. It's another Black Friday deal, $5.95. They are open jump rings, so very, very easy to work with. Again, you know, I know it sounds like an old adage, but if I can do it, anyone can. And I have found chainmail quite an easy thing to pick up, and it's very, very therapeutic as well. I think, because well, anything that has that sort of repetitive nature to it helps you just to it's almost like a meditation, if you like. Do you know what I'm saying?
Men are particularly good at chainmail. I think it's mechanical.
Yeah.
I think it's just the mechanical workings of it that men are particularly good at chainmail.
But once you've done that process as well, because I always think it's easier to start by opening all your jump rings up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it becomes a bit tiresome, because you're halfway through. But then you get to express yourself. Once you've done the mechanical, therapeutic part, if you like, and you've freed your mind, as it were, and then you can start to be creative, and it's easier to engage with the creative part of the chainmail process once you've gone through that process. Does this make sense to everybody? Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and it's an easy thing to do. You just pick up a tray with two pairs of pliers and a little bag of rings, and you create this fabulous piece of jewellery. It's lovely.
It's amazing. This is the great thing about jewellery making as a hobby, of course, because you invest your time and your efforts into something, but at the end of it, you get something to take away. So, you know, there's a lot of hobbies that we talk about, you know, when somebody's doing, for example, like a sports event as a hobby or something, you know, did you win, did you lose? It's as simple as that. But, you know, with something like a hobby like this, like jewellery making, you get to express yourself as well, and you get a finished product, so you can't go wrong. Amazing deal there for gold-plated jump rings, $5.95. We're going to move on. We've got lots more deals to bring you. Aha. Now, I have been. I was just about to say, I've been fortunate enough to see these quite a few times. We've been launching these on the Late Show, and they have been flying out the door.
I've missed them every time.
Every
time.
Debbie, how you feel about these connectors is how I feel when I see all the other morning presenters next to you, because you can't do the Late Show.
No, I know.
And I think like, I'm never going to get to work with Debbie again. But here I am on Black Friday with Debbie Bulford, and we've got these little, now, I'll take issue with this name. Tiny connectors. Be fair. 8x3mm, they're not that tiny.
They're beautiful. They are beautiful. They're just stunning.
They're intricate, but they're not so small that they'd be difficult to work with, or they definitely make an impact in your designs.
You can set tiny stones in the middle of those. Somebody's on the course the other day with me said that they bought some and actually set some tiny stones in there.
So you're creating your own bezel setting.
Yeah, and also you can fill it with polymer clay and use the mica powder, and they look like pearls. So really, really pretty.
Oh, or resin? You could put a little.
You probably could actually
put a
little
little
blob of resin in. Yes, you could. You could. They're so versatile. They're stunning. They really are.
So easy to work with as well, and actually they almost have a, if you were to link them all together, they almost have a chainmail like feel to them as well, don't they?
That's right.
I really want to see a gemstone set into those now, because I haven't seen that. But as I say, I have been launching these on the Late Show, and they have been flying out in their hundreds. What? Oh, their first ever appearance on the morning show, so they've never featured between 9 AM and 1 PM previously. This is, for many people, this could be your first opportunity to actually see these. Start dialing now. I have to warn you, we have double figures of availability. I did say that they've been flying out. Now, on the Late Show, of course, we haven't got our Freeview audience, and slightly more competitive TV listings, shall we say. I mean, I've been launching these, say, on a, say, Saturday night, shall we say, against dancing competitions and karaoke competitions, and still hundreds of people have been flying in to buy them, so I know how popular they are. I suppose, again, it's that classic finish. They look intricate, they look detailed, if you like.
And they can be used for so many different things. They can be used on earrings as drops, they can be used as connectors for extender chains at the back. You can put your own little tag. If you've got a birthstone, you can put one on as a little dropper on the side of a bracelet. It can be really, really pretty for a little charm. They can be used for so many different things, really, really versatile. And I should be very cross if they all sell out, because I want one.
Well, they have, I'm afraid. They've sold out because they're under £10. Again, I've got more opportunities left available. Essential deals, they're wholesale opportunities. Just one word I didn't mention there, you get 145 of those little intricate connectors there. Okay, so there you go, another sellout deal. If you've got them in your basket, try and check out.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to bring you our next kit. When the code comes on screen, I know that there's a lot of people that like to get in on the ground level there, because if you're shopping online, of course, it's immediately available. You can add it to your basket, and of course, you get a little introduction price. You get to see the price before it comes on screen. The price you're going to see online is not the price you're going to pay And actually, I don't think any of the prices you've seen originally have been the prices you've paid, maybe one or two. But I have to say, this kit's fantastic, isn't it? It really does have everything you need. I
absolutely adore this kit. If this isn't Christmas in a kit, I don't know what is.
I was just about to say the exact same words, verbatim.
Just stunning, look at that. The pearls are out of this world.
Yeah.
They really are.
Well,
beautiful.
They're effectively luxury pearls. They're between 8 and 9 millimetres in
they're
size.
Huge, which is why I've been very indulgent and put them all in one necklace, which is very naughty.
Well,
but I just thought they don't need to do anything else. Just put a little spacer in the front, and I just think they are stunning by themselves.
I mean, I've actually been doing my own research, as has director Ollie, and we both were just concurring there between one another, because obviously I can hear Ollie May, and he was talking about the figures he's seen for pearls. I've seen the same kind of figures. I mean, actually, I think I thought I was representing the value of our pearls by talking about this necklace I'd seen. I saw a pearl necklace. It wasn't, you know, perfect rounds. In fact, a very similar finish to this. I was talking about how it was £135. Yes, everybody's reacted the same way as Ollie just did. In fact, Hannah Osborne said you should have bought it because you could probably have sold it on for twice as much.
Oh, there's a necklace in Solihull in a jeweller that's £9,000. 9,000 silver pearls. 9,000.
I saw. I went and did some more research. I saw one recently, 299. You know, and they weren't as large as this, and they were again similar finish.
I would love to see how much that would be if you got it valued. Because
well,
I think
of course,
you'd fall over.
We know, don't we, that people have had fantastic valuations working with our pearls. £200, £300, £400, £500 are the valuations that people have been getting from independent valuers when they've been working with our pearls. Of course, Jan, our expert designer, has now been commissioned to create pearl jewellery for her local jewellers, hasn't she?
Amazing.
Based on the quality of the pearls that we at JewelleryMaker, and the reason that we can do this is because we've been working with the same pearl supplier for over a decade, and despite the fact that it is becoming more difficult to cultivate pearls, and we've seen a huge decrease in the production of pearls in the industry, we're still giving those prices we were able to honour at the beginning of JewelleryMaker. So I'm blown away by both the quality and the value that we can offer in the pearls. That's not all you get in this kit, of course. You can see there, I mean, those together, classic combination, aren't they? Because you've also got these beautiful little nuggets, and you see these jet black nuggets.
It's black onyx, isn't it, I think?
Now that has to be black onyx. 185 carats in total, and nice variation in the sizes as well, so it adds a bit of texture to your design. They range from 2x1, quite delicate, up to 12x1, so that'll make more of an impact. Then you've got your shell pearl, the ultimate faux pearl. That's how Linda describes it, because of course you get a similar effect from the nacre of the shell. Not quite the same as pearl essence, but a similar shimmer. Yeah. And you get a uniformed shape. So that's very difficult to find in pearls, of course. These are the golden tones that you'd associate with the festive times. And then look at these. These are your little cranberry colours, aren't they?
I love these.
They're beautiful.
I love these. I just think they just do look like little berries. They really do. And they
little
look
holly
stunning.
berries.
Oh yeah, they look stunning with the pearls as well. I mean, they just go together.
Everything works together, doesn't it? I mean, you might be planning on putting together a special piece of jewellery for Christmas morning to wear on the big day.
You couldn't get a better kit, really.
No,
it's beautiful.
Absolutely. Those are 5mm in size, the red quartz. I've had a text through from Gillian. It says, "Hi Ed and Debbie, can I ask what you threaded the pearls on, please? It looks stunning."
I've just used beading thread with this. If I was doing something at home for myself, I would actually use the Essilon thread and actually do the pearl knotting, which makes it move differently. It just swings when you knot it. Yeah, it's lovely. But just for this, because of the kit, and because I know that people usually have beading thread at home, I've just put it onto beading thread, and then if I can turn around the back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I've just popped a couple.
This is what we've been talking about, isn't it? Yeah, with the extender chains.
Just putting a little extender chain on with the little cranberry at the bottom, and the same with the same spacer bead to match the front. So it just means that the finishing of it matches the quality of the pearls. I just love that. I think,
you know,
stunning.
For you know, midnight mass or what have you, that's your piece, isn't it?
You can wear that to the office in the morning and then go out to dinner.
Absolutely.
You could wear it with a suit and look not overdressed, and yet go out to dinner and look stunning. You know, it's beautiful.
Now there's so much stuff in this kit, and I've got people already racked red and your fuchsias and magentas. Then you've got your little
copper
colour tone there in your gleam, in your mica powder. Sorry. Then have a look at this. These are right up Debbie Bulford Street. These aren't they? Because you've got the monochrome tones and the earthier colours there. The golden, the chocolate brown, the pearl, and the black. And those colour tones are mirrored in the thread. This is is it a satin cord we've got here?
Yes.
I think it is, yes. So we've got white, black and gold satin cord. Can't go wrong there, can you? Because they're just classic colour tones. Look at this amazing array of... We have got a bit of a theme to some of these designs, haven't we? Because have a look at this. This is a Alice in Wonderland inspired polymer clay charm bracelet. So you've got the little Mad Hatter's Tea Party encapsulated in a little charm bracelet. That's a fantastic gift for somebody.
I know.
I really do love that. If you were to buy all of these items individually, $43.35, and of course, with the addition of the polymer clay, the world's your oyster. You can achieve so much. Oh, I didn't even mean it that time. Get in trouble. $29.95, a huge saving there. Should be well over £40. We've got it under £30, and because it's Black Friday, Producer D, on a whim, has just chipped another couple of pounds off there, down to $27.95. I mean, honestly, if you paid that for the pearls alone, you could probably quadruple your money and still be offering your customers better value than they're going to find on pearls anywhere else. I actually love the finish on these pearls because you've got the like silk like inclusions.
I love that sort of finish because they look real.
Yes, absolutely.
That sounds silly. If they're really perfectly round, people will think, oh, are they real? Are they not? But they are.
I think
stunning.
Pearls are probably one of the most imitated minerals on the market, aren't they? I think people are aware of that more than any other idea, aren't they? Because pearls are so heavily imitated. You get faux pearls, and actually, I've seen them in the sort of accessory stores, if you like, and they're basically plastic with a bit of coating on them.
They're probably
comes off, and I was going to say I've seen similar prices for plastic pearls. Good morning, Debbie and Ed. Fantastic show. Can you please tell me what gleam is in the Mad Hatter's collection?
Okie doke. Gleam is like a gilding wax that you used to use many years ago when you did interior design. They used to use onto fireplaces and things like that. That is to use onto a texture when the polymer clay has been baked and you have a texture or the edge of something, then you can use that to highlight some of the bits and pieces.
It's been used here, hasn't it?
I've used it on the side of this. If I can just move across.
Absolutely.
You've got gleam on the Mad Hatter's hat. Here, I don't know if you can see the hat.
I love that,
here,
you know.
Around the edge. Can you see that? Just making it shine, yeah. So I've put some mica powder on the hat and then gleam around the edge. And I've also used gleam around the edge of these little tags, which I need to buff up actually. I did that very quickly, just to pop them around the edge, some gleam. It just gives a little highlight to things, that's all. Okay, so that's what gleam is. And mica powder you can put onto raw clay before it's baked. Because you don't have to press as hard. With gleam, you have to really push into the clay, but with the gleam, with the mica powder, you don't.
I'm just looking at this this glossy accents as well. This is coming up later in the show. This is a brand new polymer clay item. Just thought I'd make all the polymer clay artists aware of this. We've got this coming up later in the show. But again, it's going to be a limited edition launch, so I just thought I'd make everybody aware of that while we're talking about, you know, creating different textures within your polymer clay. That's going to be really popular, isn't it?
Oh yes, it is. Oh yes.
Just to let you know,
really
that's coming up. But without further ado, are we going to do the demo? Oh. Okay, first of all, because in this kit, again, we've put focus on some of the more alternative items like your polymer clay and your gleams, we haven't included the findings. But we do have a findings opportunity for you, so we're just going to bring that on screen before we have a look at the demo. This is your earring findings collection. Is that right? Oh, my apologies, that's the one I had to my side. Here's everything you're going to get. So you get, oh, I know the collection here. Here we are. It's 3 individual finding packs put together, so it means that you get over 350 pieces in total. So you've got Your yellow gold, as we just saw on screen. So there you go, you get your chain, your ribbon cord endings, your head pins, your eye pins, your toggle clasps, your shepherd hooks, your spacers, your crimps, everything you need in your yellow gold. Then you get the same in your rose gold. And then you get the same in your silver as well. So very, very slight variations in total. Gold, silver and rose gold colour tones there. 354 pieces. We did say we were going to give you Black Friday deals. If you were to buy all three individually, $33.85. That's amazing. That's what, less than £12 anyway for all of those pieces. And we're not even staying there. That's not even your Black Friday price. $24.95 for 354 pieces. I should just say these are all plated metal, so it's gold plated findings, silver plated findings and rose gold plated findings, just because it doesn't say it in the description, so just to be clear. But for $24.95, 354 pieces, so this is a good way of doing it actually. So if you need your findings,
it was nice to be able to get the three colours and then use whatever I wanted in the kits. You've dropped it again?
$24.95 was the agreed Black Friday price point, but producer Dion wanted to give you the equivalent of your P&P back as well.
They're not blue.
I know, yeah. There's
blue,
nothing blue about this. That's normally a justification.
But they're not.
So I tell you, I think next year we'll do Blue Friday.
I think we should.
Shall we? Yeah.
I think we should.
So $21.95. That's amazing. So now you're getting your P&P back as well.
Wow.
I should just say, you know, $24.95 was the agreed price of the management team, but $21.95 is your price point.
That's incredible. And I challenge anybody to go to a craft place and buy those findings for that price. You can't get one lot of findings for that price.
Oh, I like that. I tell you what, I've got some. If anybody can manage to do that challenge and win, then we'll send you some made-up jewellery.
Yes.
I would go along with that challenge.
You can't do that. Because I've tried to do it myself.
Do you know what? It wouldn't be worth your while. You'd be driving around for days. You'd be driving around all year to try and get a piece of jewellery. Not worth it. $21.95. That is amazing value. So this is a great way to shop this morning because we're basically just giving you some of the more focused items, and then the essentials we're giving you separately because everybody needs them. So that's a great way to shop this morning. $21.95. I'm absolutely amazed by that. And of course the kit itself was taken down to $27.95. Details of the Mad Hatter's Tea Party collection. $27.95. Those are available at the bottom of the screen, and your findings for $21.95. I'm amazed by that.
I know.
That has blown me away.
Absolutely amazed.
So should we have a look at your demonstration then, Debs?
Okie doke. I'm going to show you how to make the teapot and the teacup, so you can see
amazing.
how to do that.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So we start off with doing the pattern that goes on the outside. We do it really, really quickly. Everyone's seen this before, I know, but it's a Skinner blend of the gold and the dark burgundy. It looks like a chocolate brown, but it's a dark burgundy that's in the kit. No, it's fine. Oh. And you put two triangles together, fold them in half, and then I'm going to take that to my clay roller, which I have at the side of me, and put that through.
I mean, those are just Christmas colours, aren't they?
Oh, they are, absolutely. So you put them through, fold it again, and keep going until you have a blend, which looks like one I made earlier. That, okay? So once you've blended it together, you get the colours blended like so. And then you fold this backwards and forwards, like a concertina, like that. Okay, so that is your petal of your flower. Then I'm going to wrap that in some pearl clay. I'm doing this really, really quickly so I can get it done. In some pearl clay, like so, and you make it a long sausage, like that. And I'm just going to make a very, very, very quick flower. So Mother Nature does things in odd numbers. Let's cut the ends off. So we need 1, 2, 3, 5 petals, like so. And I'm going to take the centre of my flower and put my petals against it. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3,
It's
4,
amazing how quickly it comes together.
Oh yeah, and in between that, I'm going to put that down on my tile a second and get a little bit of the pearl clay, and I'm going to put some little triangles between, and that just parts the petals. So when you push them together, they don't end up as just a circle. Whoops, a circle, it sort of parts the petals. Okay.
So that you get that more naturalistic finish.
Oh, typical, all fall to pieces. Let's do that once more. One more. I do have one I made earlier, so it's you can see the idea. So there you've got your pearl clay in between your petals, and then just pull your clay to extend it until you get to a point where it's tiny, like that. Okay, so there's one I made earlier. Tiny, tiny, tiny flower. Then you start to build your cane. I wanted this to look like the old Royal Doulton sort of dinner service.
Yeah.
So I've made this, and I've made some tiny little leaves, which are just like sausages of clay that I've then pushed together to make little leaves. So I'm going to do this ever so quickly. So keep going, and you can build up your design however you want it to look. One more flower, like so. I'll put another one round there. Right, wrap that in pearl clay. See that? Wrap that in pearl clay as we did before. I'm just going to cut the excess off, and you can piece this. It doesn't matter if you haven't got enough to go round, just piece that onto the side. Right, so there is my cane, and it's a cane like a sugar cane that has a pattern going all the way through from one end to the other. Final thing, pop some gold clay around it, and now we're ready to make our teapot. First of all, I'm going to take one slice of this, and that is going to be the lid of our teapot. And I'm going to take a ball of scrap clay and 2 slices of this to pop either side. 1, 2. Roll it into a ball, like so. And I'm going to pop my teapot lid on top, like that. And you can choose what colour clay that you want.
It really does. Sorry, it really does look like the old style
tea service
pottery sort of thing.
You pop a little top on for your teapot lid, and pop that down a second. And you can make a spout out of just a little bit of the clay in half. Make a little spout. Roll that in your fingers. And just work on that to look a little bit like a spout. Take more time than a spout. And then the handle, press your clay in, press your clay underneath, and there is your little teapot. Okay, there's your little teapot. And the cup and saucer are done so quickly. I'll pop that down, just 2 slices. Let's make this a bit smaller. 2 slices of this, 1, 2. One of them you flatten out for the saucer, like that. Pop that down on my tile. And the other one, I'm going to take in my fingers. Whoops, that's got a hole in the middle. Try another one. And that one, just use something like a pen or a pencil just to push in the little teacup. And place on top. I want this to be higgledy-piggledy, because that's how it was in Alice in Wonderland. I wanted it to be really quirky. Yeah. So there's your little teapot.
Short and stout.
That's right. And you can put a handle on that if you wanted to. You can put a little handle on if you wanted to, but it's up to you. But there's your little teapot with your cup and saucer. So that's easy way to do your little Mad Hatter's tea party.
Fantastic.
And I will say that I will be doing something with these, because if you can see, we've done canes, which I can't show you now because it would take too long, which we thought we might do on a course or a DVD. Can you see there's a top hat, there's the cup and saucer, and they go all the way from one end to the other. So it's a cane.
Ooh.
So I thought we might do a course on doing those.
Huge. I love the caterpillar. That's fantastic. I love that. So that's upcoming. So that's a little exclusive for you, really. We will be continuing this theme. So it might be on a show. It might be on. It might be a designer inspiration DVD workshop. We'll see. We'll see. £21.95 is the it's better than wholesale. That is, isn't it? I mean, that is really going to town on the value that we offered you there. Rose gold plated, gold plated and silver plated finest there, 354 pieces, and the Mad Hatter's Tea Party kit should have been over £40, down to £27.95. You can see it as ever, producer Dion, a law unto herself, because she took another couple of pounds off there for you, and she also took the P&P off the finest bag as well. Really, okay, I'm so excited. We're going to now launch the black Spinel.
How lovely! Can we do
because we've had quite a lot of focus on the findings over the last hour, haven't we? But also, you know, we've had a few polymer clay opportunities now as well. I mean, the gemstones in this kit were exquisite, especially the pearls. Actually, can I just take those pearls? Because I'm just thinking the pearls with the black Spinel would be incredible if you got hold of that kit. Got to get hold of that, haven't you? Okay. I've put me findings back because I think we might recap those later depending on whether we've got any stock left. But I mean, if you got hold of those pearls out of that kit, I mean, I think that the price of that kit was pretty much encapsulated in the quality of the pearls themselves, let alone everything else. But look at these together. Look at that. Look at that. I love the luster that you get from this beautiful Spinel. Of course, regular viewers might be aware of this if you're interested in the gemological side of things, but if you are new to us, you might not know that you can actually get more luster from a black Spinel than you can from a black diamond. And this is the reason why this gemstone is known as the Master of Disguise. It's often confused with other very, very sort of high-profile gemstones, shall we say. Of course, famously, red Spinel is often mistaken for rubies, of course, but black Spinel often mistaken for black diamonds. And the reason for that is not just this fantastic luster, and if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say that, it's this reflective quality we get when the light hits the surface of the gemstone. But then, look at this. Not only do you get that fantastic luster, have a look at the cut. Look at that, sitting proud there to give you a real sort of classic cut. It depends how you want to set it, actually, I suppose, because you could use that as a traditional sort of almost princess style setting, where that's your cleavage. Love, love, love this bezel style setting that you've got from your 925 sterling silver chain. Now, I did actually give everybody a heads up on this yesterday evening on Twitter and Facebook. If you do want to get a quick update on anything that's happening in any of my shows, then follow me on Facebook or Twitter, same handle, Ed Presenter. And unfortunately, or fortunately for the people that come through, I should say, we only have a limited edition of this particular deal. I think it's going to be a sellout item, so please, please, please start dialing now to get involved. Wow, we've already got people multi-buying this left, right and centre. And when you see the price point, you'll understand why people are multi-buying this item. Black Spinel, classic gemstone, 25 carats in total, beautifully cut, professionally cut, and then bezel set into 95 sterling silver. We've already discussed just how far this can go, because you've got half a metre for £27.95. Okay, people are going to miss out on this deal, I'm afraid, because there's so many people coming through on the phone lines. I only had double figures of availability. I did try to warn you. I've been talking about this particular item from the start of the show. In fact, I've been talking about it since, I think, about 4 or 5 o'clock last night, when I found out that my show featured this particular chain. I mean, I'm showing you that side there because it does highlight that luster, but I mean, really, you could easily focus on the cut here because you get that beautiful. Oh wow, we've got just a handful remaining in stock. In fact, we've got 3 chains remaining in stock, but it looks to me like probably got far more than that placed in baskets, haven't we? So if you've got it in your basket, check out now to avoid disappointment. But until people check out their basket, they are still up for grabs. So if you're on the phone line, stay where you are, and make sure you do speak to a member of the help team. Whenever I talk about the quantities that are available, you know, they do fluctuate within our system, but it does look like it's a sell-out deal. over here now. So we've got two 90s. Okay, it looks to me like that's a sellout deal, but we have managed to get hold of another one. Oh, how was that possible? Oh my goodness. That's amazing. We just flashed the code for this up on screen before we brought you the exclusive launch, and it's already sold out. Over 100 of those sold out. We didn't even show you a price. The code just came on screen. And wow. Black Friday. Should be Black Spinel Friday. Okay, where are we going to, sir? Rubbish joke. You'll miss me if I was ever gone, wouldn't you? The tumbleweeds. Okay, you mean this side, sorry. 23, yeah, amethyst, yeah, here we go, sorry. See, more findings to come later then. Wow, this is sterling silver. So this is very, very similar. Oh wow, if you did get hold of that black Spinel chain, how dramatic would this look? Amethyst and black Spinel together. Is that a combination that people are fond of? I love that. Can't go wrong really, can you? Because whenever I talk to guest designers, they always tell me purple's where it's at. Not just because of amethyst, but also purple seems to go with most ensembles. That's what Sarah Elvin tells me.
It does, and also it also goes with most skin tones as well. It's one of those colours that really goes with the skin tone. Doesn't matter whether you're blonde, dark hair, whatever. That's
a great consideration. Sometimes I think as well, hair colour's a big thing, isn't it? Because some people can't wear the bright colours. I suppose this is something that you've experienced being a redhead.
Yeah, I can't wear certain colours. The bright pinks I don't like, and certain bluey reds, but
then
purples
again,
I can.
Yeah, then again, some colour tones are going to suit.
Exactly.
The sort of strawberry blonde look, aren't they? They go. Wow, we are seriously busy this morning. It truly is Black Friday. I've already got a huge number of people on the phone. Deborah has texted in and say, "All hail Dion, the mighty price slashing warrior."
I like that.
That might be my favourite text we've had so far. Oh, it's definitely Dion's favourite text ever. Now, I think we better get the prices on a bit more hastily because they are flying out the door. $9.95. All I will say is, don't hang around waiting for the price to come on screen. As soon as you see something you like, start dialing the free phone number. Of course, you know what it's like. We're trying to rely on a computer system that's dealing with a lot of data. I know this sounds a bit boring, but I'm just saying, you know, hundreds of people dialing through, all of these silly product codes and all of these descriptions. We've got this going on 4 times over within the building. Of course, it's Black Friday on Gems TV and Rocks TV and The Lounge and Gem Collector as well. And so our systems are really being pushed to the limits this morning. Don't wait for the price to catch up with the graphics. Just get on the free phone number the second you see something you like the look of. We don't want anybody to miss out on these Black Friday deals. But do you know what? I don't think we need to build any suspense this morning. The second the graphics hit the screen, we will try to get the price on as quickly as possible. That's going to be another sellout deal there. I don't think I really need to talk too much about the value of amethyst. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. We're going to move on because we did do a kit, and so that means it's time for us to have a look at your designs on the Wall of Fame. Welcome back to the Wall of Fame. Of course, your code, isn't it? Yeah.
Very nice.
I've got this fantastic design. It's number 39. And it's been sent in by Rachel Jones in London. It says, "Hi all, this piece is a personal fave. James Cappuccino agate, totally amazing, and I'm super happy with the faceted wood beads. They're really modern and fun. I've been putting rhodonite in everything at the moment, and mixing up colour with pattern has become really interesting. This piece also has howlite, quartz and shell, and I've used all JM findings. I have to say, that really sort of encapsulates what I've been talking about a lot on the Late Show, and the idea of just experimenting more and more. The more you experiment, the more you take yourself out of your comfort zone, the more you're going to learn about yourself as a designer and what works within your designs. And I think that's pretty much where Rachel's at in her sort of jewellery making journey.
It's
that
lovely.
Is gorgeous.
It really is lovely.
Love that.
Do like that.
Fantastic.
It's really nice. This is number 37. And this is from Sharon in Barnsley. It says, here's my first attempt at wirework bracelet made from 0.8 and 0.4, for 0.8 wire and the pendant made from 0.4. Lots of love from Sharon in Barnsley, South Yorkshire. That's lovely. If that's your first attempt, that's really good. Well done. That's excellent. Oh, I can't do wirework. That's really good. Yeah.
I'm intimidated by wirework. Maybe we should go on wirework for beginners together.
Yeah, we ought to do that.
It together?
Yeah, be rebels.
Okay. Wow. Look at this.
Oh, that's lovely.
This is really encapsulating a lot of the things we were discussing.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's got that bubble cluster feel to it.
That's beautiful.
Is that chainmail? No.
I don't.
Or is it just the length of chain?
Yeah,
but it has a chainmail effect, doesn't it? I mean, this is gorgeous.
I like
so it's kind of like a ball style piece, isn't it?
Yeah,
something to wear to a ball, yeah, ball gown. Hi all at JM. Heard Carol talking about designers mixing silver and gold together, and it reminded me of this collar length necklace I made recently for one of my regular customers. It's a frothy fizzy concoction of carnelian carved flower rounds and faceted drops, orange agate drops and rounds, peach coloured pearls, crackled quartz cubes, and tiny emerald rounds. Wow. As well as clear quartz nuggets. Well, one of the big four in there as well. All gemstones from JM, silver brushed copper beads. So I remember those. Those are fantastic for adding little detail and texture, aren't they? Good luck to everyone, but hoping for a win because I need more gemstones. That's coming from Rose. Rose Fellows. So that's a beautiful piece. So yeah, that's gorgeous. Well done.
Very nice. This is number 38. This is from Barbara. It says, hi all you lovely people, sorry a lot of you have been poorly lately. My entry this week looks so much better than in the photo. I loved making it. I used red mesh, grey, peacock and white pearls and 1 mil silver wire, all from JM, and a few crystals from my stash. Good luck to all and best wishes from Barbara. That's really unusual. That's lovely.
It's another quite sort of free-flowing sort of modern piece, isn't it? I like this. Wait till you see this. This is amazing.
Oh, that's lovely.
Just goes to show what you can achieve.
Love it.
Look at this. This has been sent in by Fiona Bateman, another regular contributor to the show. I've seen your name a few times here on the Wall of Fame. You're number 41, Fiona. It says, hi, I've decided to have a go at a little angel decoration. I think she's really cute. Made from frosted clear quartz, seed beads, rainbow coated clear quartz, silver shell pearl and wire, all from JM. Good luck to all my fellow wallers. I like that term. That is amazing. Actually, I went to a craft fair about 3 weeks ago, and one of the busiest stalls was the Christmas decoration store.
Yeah, everybody I think likes to buy one new one every year. Everyone likes to put something special on the
My mum does this, and she always buys me new ones when she goes away as well.
Nice.
So yeah, it's nice to have like artisan Christmas decorations, isn't it? That's an amazing opportunity. That's Fiona. You're number 41. Well done. Okay, so if you want to enter into the Wall of Fame, don't forget the prize draw is made every Wednesday. You could win £50 or even £100 added to your JM account, and we are going to go to a quick break. When we return, more incredible Black Friday deals, including my presenter pick, which is this fantastic strand of midnight blue sapphires.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, I also promoted this on Facebook and Twitter, and there was a lot of buzz surrounding this particular strand. I think people want to get hold of this. I mean, can you imagine if you want to maybe make something for yourself, you could ask your loved one to actually buy you this strand for Christmas, beautiful. And then you can spend your Christmas period creating, well, a one-off, top-end piece of luxury jewellery for yourself, or maybe you know a September birthday, September baby, sorry, and you want to create a birthstone piece of jewellery for Christmas. Okay, it's coming up in just a couple of minutes. Falling in love with that strand. We'll see you in 2.
Join Angela Edwards on this dynamic, information-filled and fun workshop where you will learn key knowledge on how to sell your jewellery products. Amongst the wealth of practical information available, you'll discover over 35 places to sell your products on a loyal customer base. So if you want to get started, grow or boost your sales for Christmas, New Year and beyond, this is the course for you. Also included in this amazing workshop is a Christmas-style buffet and refreshments, use of all relevant tools, a tour of the studios, a visit to the Gemporia Museum and a chance to visit the JewelleryMaker shop. Book your place now. For more information, contact the call centre on 0800 644 655. As peace of mind for your Christmas shopping, any purchase you make from now until Christmas can be returned to us until the 31st of January 2015.
Welcome back to JewelleryMaker, one of the big four. Always exciting to bring you luxury gemstones of jewellery quality. Now, I know some people don't like that phrase because, of course, you use all of your gemstones to make fantastic jewellery, but there is a difference between the sort of the jaspers and the agates of this world and the likes of midnight blue sapphire. I think, you know, I think we're all in agreement there because this is an iconic gemstone and probably the most iconic colour tone. We know that corundum comes in a variety of different colours, but I think, you know, if you think about the people you're going to be selling to when they think of sapphires, they probably do imagine these rich midnight blues, and that's exactly what you've got here. Beautiful consistency of colour across the entire strand, and you can see that depth of colour, the saturation. I mean, it almost looks jet black on screen, but when you see it in the flesh, you'll be able to really pick out those beautiful blue hues that come through from the gemstone. And whenever you're dealing with one of the big four, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, we refer to diamonds, emeralds, rubies and sapphires. Again, you're instantly adding value to your designs. I mean, if you got hold of those sterling silver ring settings earlier, can you imagine just taking a cluster of these beautiful sapphire rondelles? I mean, what kind of price point would you expect to achieve for a piece of jewellery like that? Same kind of quality and gemstones that you'd see being used not just by the high street jewellers, but, you know, by the top end designers in the world. Sapphires, of course, synonymous with royalty and, you know, A-list celebrity kind of jewellery out there. Look at that gorgeous luster that you get from the depth of colour there. I mean, these are ticking every single box. In fact, often when we're talking about gemstones from a jewellery making point of view, we kind of expand the criteria against which we judge a gemstone, don't we? But these really do stand up to the traditional 4 C's, don't they? The cut's fantastic, the colour is amazing. You've also got a very hefty carat weight. You've got 20 carats of fantastic blue sapphires here. And when we talk about clarity, often we're looking for, you know, the light to pass through the gemstone. But with this, because of the depth of colour, you want that lustre, don't you? You want that elegance, that sophistication that you associate with this beautiful sparkle that you've got here. I mean, for me, I don't think I've seen a better strand of blue sapphires here at JewelleryMaker. I think this is definitely up there with one of the most fantastic strands I've ever seen. And actually, do you know what I would love to see this combined with? This is just an idea, just from looking at the depth of colour. How about tanzanite? because then you've got the sort of violet tones and the midnight blues together. That would be right up producer Dion Street, wouldn't it? That spectrum of blues there. But what about again with those white pearls we saw earlier? Pearls and sapphires. That's when we start to see, you know, those very high valuations. Of course, we've had customers that have worked with our sapphires and rubies and emeralds in the past, getting valuations of £400–500 on some occasions. They are of that kind of quality, and I think a lot of the regular viewers are already aware of that, and that's why we've got so many people coming through already on the free phone. And before we brought the price on screen, okay, we're getting in trouble this morning for not giving you the price point. £29.95 is the intended price point for this strand of sapphires. But what colour are these sapphires again, guys? Blue. Oh, they're blue, are they? And what is there something going on today? Oh yeah, it's Black Friday. So let's give you a Black Friday Dion price point for a blue gemstone. 20 carats of blue sapphire this morning, and only until 9 AM tomorrow morning, £24.95. At 9 AM tomorrow, it will go back up to £29.95. I'll be honest, it doesn't look like there's going to be any available at 9 AM tomorrow morning. In fact, I did have a few people talking to me on Facebook last night saying, unfortunately, they won't be shopping on Black Friday because they're at work. And I did point out that the show will be repeated at 9 PM. So they were all having their fingers crossed that they still have the opportunity to buy some sapphire at 9 PM. So if you leave them in your basket or you wait till later today, you may well find that you miss out on this deal, because I know for a fact that when people come through the door at 5 PM, they're going to be logging on to JewelleryMaker to see if there's any sapphires remaining. So if you leave it in your basket, it's still up for grabs, don't forget that. And there's really no reason to do that right now. There never is here at JewelleryMaker, but right now we've extended your money back guarantee until the end of January. So it's a risk-free shopping experience. Can you imagine if you are buying this as a gift for somebody, for the jewellery maker in your life, and they unwrap a strand of gorgeous gems of distinction quality blue sapphire? Am I right in thinking this will come in a little pouch, the little velvet pouch style thing? I haven't got one here to hand, but I think that's how it's going to come. So it will be presented as a luxury gemstone should be. Oh, fantastic. Cassandra, she's so amazing. There you go. She's first to everything. So there you go. So it does come in a beautiful little presentation pouch. And you can see there the Gems of Distinction branding. So there you go. Gems of Distinction, if you haven't heard that term before, represents our elite quality gemstones. It's been sourced by our Indian buying office over in Jaipur, also known as the Pink City. This is the premier location for gemstone trading, and of course we are very prominent in that region, not just as JewelleryMaker, but we've got a big presence because of Gems TV. We've been buying gemstones for a long, long time. One of the biggest coloured gemstone buyers in the world, and that allows us to negotiate incredible deals. We pass those savings on to you, and here on JewelleryMaker, I think this morning we've gone above and beyond by putting that extra £5 back in your pocket. Sounds a bit silly really when you're talking about £5, but that price point connected to this quality of sapphires is silly. It's a silly, silly price. £24.95 for 20 carats of blue sapphires. And you could be quite sparing with this, just 2 or 3 of these and a pearl on a pair of earrings, and you're going to make your money back. And then some, probably, depending on what metal you're using as well. Okay, it looks like that could be a sellout deal, particularly if everybody was to check out their basket. Say again, sorry? Okay, so we've got about 20 people who've got it in their baskets. It is a limited edition strand. I have to say, I believe that's going to be a sellout deal by 9 PM tonight. I think that'll all be gone. There are a few opportunities remaining in stock, so if you're coming through on the phone lines, there's every chance you're going to be successful. And there's still people putting in their basket. So check out now to avoid disappointment. Absolutely incredible. Moving on, we are going to give you more Black Friday essential deals as well. So you know, trying to cover all our bases this morning. We've had fantastic kits featuring polymer clay. We've also had, as you can see, luxury items like blue sapphires, but we want to cater for all, and so we're going to give you some of our essential findings as well. These are your toggle clasps. Toggle clasps, of course, very, very popular, and again, very, very versatile, because you can use them not just as the fastening for necklaces and bracelets, of course, but you can use them to create cufflinks as well. I know, because I've been very, very fortunate. Our lovely customers have been expanding my cufflink collection left, right and centre. I've been receiving lots of lovely Christmas gifts in advance, so thank you very much for all of the gifts. But yeah, fantastic. All you need is your T-bar, add that to a beautiful gemstone, you've got a pair of cufflinks. Seems simple, but I'm very, very proud of my cufflink collection, I have to say. These are beautiful, because not only do you get a very opulent look from the gold plating, but you get that detailing again, that attention to detail, because you can see this brushed metalwork. I mean, this is synonymous with sort of Italian designer jewellery, isn't it? Because of course Italian designers have always been at the forefront of metalwork in many ways. I remember when Natalia went to Italy in the summer, I mean, every single day on Facebook she's sending new images of different jewellery designs that she was spotting, both from designers and just people, glamorous ladies she spotted on the train and stuff. But it is synonymous with those high-end jewellery designs. If you think about the likes of sort of Cartier, Gucci, Chopaz, those kind of brands, they will often express their designs through their metalwork as much as their gemstones, I think. Would you go along with that, Debs?
I do, and I think, I know we've said this before, but the look that's in for Christmas, the men's, you know, big coats, big jackets, a lot of the lapels have now got like medals or badges, and they look like a medal. When you put a pin on them, they look like a medal, and they're quite nice, sunk into clay and then put on a brooch pin as a medal.
Very nice. Do you think that's a little, is that a little homage to 100 years?
I don't know. I like the look of it, that's for sure. And I use them a lot for chains or cords, and then put the main part of the toggle clasp on the bottom, and then have a tassel hanging from there. You know me and my tassels. Yeah. Tassels hanging from there, because I think it's a shame to hide the toggle clasps.
Actually, you make a great point. I mean, these could be a real feature of your design. They don't just have to be the mechanics, do they?
No, not at all.
We talk a lot about this here at JewelleryMaker, and this is what, again, can set you apart, not just from other jewellery makers, but from the mainstream designs, because they will often just use the clasp as the mechanic. It's at the back of the neck. I mean, you don't even have to use these just as a fastening, as Debbie's described there. These could be a pendant. Look at that sort of off-centre heart. I mean, for Valentine's Day, that'd be a fantastic, or even a pair of earrings. Yeah,
or just do lots and lots of strands of chain attached to that as a feature link, if you like, with lots and lots of strands of chain. It's stunning. Really
gorgeous,
lovely.
Aren't they? So you get 15 in total, 5 of each star design. You've got your flower, your square, and then that little sort of curved heart. Don't know entirely sure how to describe that. Let's get the price on the screen, because we're getting in trouble left, right and centre. We don't want anybody to miss out on these deals. These are your essential wholesale deals, aren't they? $8.95 for 15 pieces. That's amazing. I told you, it's Black Friday. You've got producer Dion, she won't let you down. She's taking the price even lower. $6.95. So now we're talking about less than 50p per toggle clasp, and it's gold plated metalwork. Wow. And I love that brushed finish, don't you?
I do. It looks really expensive. It looks really classic.
I can't move away from that sort of designer style metalwork when I see that brushed effect. It's absolutely gorgeous. $6.95. Don't forget, anytime you see a price reduction here on the Black Friday show, it will only be on until 9 AM tomorrow morning, so grab these while you can. And I have to say, a lot of the deals we've been doing have been sellouts during the live show so far, so if you want to get hold of these, you know what to do. Katie, you've texted into the show saying, I am wanting to make a gemstone chain for a fob watch. Oh, that would be amazing. Would you be able to use these for that?
Why not?
I can't see any reason. I was going to say why not,
Yeah.
but obviously you want to hear from Debbie, not
Sorry.
me. No,
Sorry.
you're quite right. No, I was going to say, well, yeah, I just instantly heard it and thought that's a fantastic idea. That's a good idea, isn't it?
It is a very, very good idea.
That's a great idea. I can see these are hugely popular. Again, a lot of people placing these in your basket. Please don't dilly-dally and leave items in your basket, because we are racking up fairly hefty queues on our free phone number this morning, because everybody's got their extended money-back guarantee. So if you're only paying 1p per day, you can literally add as many items to your order and take advantage both of the 1p per day, but also that extended money-back guarantee. Because if something isn't right for your design, just send it back, no problem. Maria, you've also texted in to Ed and the gang. I like that. Ed, your tash is looking good. Can you wish me luck for my first Christmas stall at St John's High Street on Sunday? Any last-minute tips? Okay. Massive good luck to anybody who's starting their sort of craft fair adventure this Christmas period. Actually, we should say, if you want to promote your craft fair this weekend, text in. This, you know, it's right up our street. This is our business, isn't it? So the more you sell, the more you'll have to buy. So we'll promote your craft fair, no problem at all. Good luck to you, St John's High Street in Middlesex, I think it was. Here's I'll give you my tip. I definitely think you should have something live going on your store. So whether it's the fact that maybe you want to allow your customers to choose what gemstones you're going to put into their earring design, for example, because if you're just making shepherd hook earrings, for example, you can have the gemstones ready, you can let somebody pick them. Always a good idea to have birthstones. How about metal stamping? If you've got your metal stamping equipment, have it there. Covers two bases. One, you can personalise the jewellery and individualise it. Secondly, it's very noisy, so that'll attract attention because people are like, what is going on over there? And then you show them that you can put initials or little sentiments on your jewellery. And here is my top tip. These are all based on me attending craft fairs to see what's going on, by the way. Top tip. Try to get as close to the cupcake stall as you can. Those people are normally packing up by 11 AM. Have you noticed this? Has anybody been to craft fairs recently? Some of the jewellery makers are still setting up their bus and their stalls. The cupcake guys are going home. I'm serious. You know what it's like if you're dragging kids around a village hall or a high street on a cold morning. Surefire way to keep them stum, buy them a cupcake. So the cupcakes still sell out quickly. Debbie, obviously you're very, very busy lady these days and don't do a lot of craft fairs, but from your experience, any top tips you can share with the gang?
Keep moving jewellery on your stall, because I used to put them all necklaces together and all bracelets together, and then halfway through I'd start moving it to colours, because they'll walk past the stall and think, have I been here before? Nice. So people tend to look twice if things look different. And don't put too many busts on your stand, because it's very, because I don't know if you've been to craft stalls and you've looked at something on a bust and you don't want to take it off. You'll buy something from off the table, but you won't want to take it off the bust.
Great.
So keep changing things around.
What do you call her? The troubleshooter that goes into the big stores.
Yeah, I know who you mean. Can't think of the name.
I'm sure everybody. Yeah, that's one of those tricks, like that psychology of shopping, isn't it? So move things around, then they might think, oh, I haven't been here before, and start perusing your jewellery all over again. Okay, which one's this one, sorry? Oh yes, of course, sorry, I brought this to you. Again, this is another one that I promoted on the social networking sites last night, so I know it's going to be popular. There they are, here we go. Another wholesale deal. I know these are going to be popular. I think I was drawn to them because it's that rose gold tone again. That's my favourite metal tone at the moment. But actually, the earring find itself, I tell you what, for craft fairs, you've got 50 pairs. All you've got to do is literally add a gemstone, and jobs are good 'un. So these are the kind of items that allow you to make jewellery on site, don't they? Because they're so easy to work with. Very, very high-end finish because you've got that rose gold plating. They're 20 by 10 millimetres in size, so large enough to be sort of statement designs, but small enough to be everyday pair of earrings as well. Can't go wrong with this particular deal. And they're the kind of lever arch setting as well, so people don't need to be too concerned about, you know, having the fiddly butterfly backs and what have you. I mean, so simple. This is a brand new item. I did let everybody know about this if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, so I know it's going to be popular. Already we have got a queue on the phone line for this particular item. I will show you. It's Black Friday, we're getting a wholesale deal here, 50 pairs in total for less than £10, £8.95 in total. If you do enter a short queue and our free phone number, don't panic, we'll be with you shortly. And if you are shopping online at JewelleryMaker.com, then make sure you check out your baskets. We've had a lot of people missing out because they've left items in their basket already this morning. And Sarah has texted in to say, woohoo, got my clasps and managed to swipe an amethyst chain. This Black Friday is like a full-time job. I've got my tablet, phone and coffee on the go, all at the ready. That's amazing. So there you go. So people are very actively shopping with us this morning, and I'm not surprised because everything is going to a Black Friday price point. Real sort of it's almost like the January sales have started 2 months early. A month early. Well done, Ed. £8.95, amazing deal. As I say, for 50 pairs of rose gold plated findings. I've already discussed the versatility of rose gold at length this morning, whether it's vintage looks or whether you're trying to add warmth to your designs, femininity to your designs, whether you want to mix it with other metal tones. They literally tick every single box. They cover all the bases. £8.95 for rose gold plated earring findings. They're 20 by 10 millimeters in size. 50 pairs. It's a Black Friday wholesale opportunity, and here they come. A huge influx of buyers on the free phone number. If you want to add these to your basket, of course, a great way to benefit from our 1p&p per day opportunity of just £2.95. Currently, the queue on the phone lines is about 60 to 90 seconds, a minute and a half. Please don't panic. Just stay where you are. We are very, very busy. As I say, it's Black Friday across all of our channels here at the Genuine Gemstone Company. And we've had another text. It's coming from Louise, promoting her craft fair this weekend, I believe. And it's Louise Jacobson, who is one of our guest designers. It says, I've got a stall at my local primary school in Strensall in York tonight. If anyone wants some gorgeous jewellery, there you go. Wow. So not just a sort of handcrafted piece of jewellery, but from one of our expert designers. So a little bit of extra gravitas attached to those designs. So get down to Louise's local school if you are in the area. And another one from Nicola. It says, hi Ed, my Christmas fair is on the 30th of November at Braintree Town Centre. That's in Essex. It says from 10 AM till 4:30 PM on my store, Nikki's Folly Jewellery. Hubby's making paracord bracelets and wirework rings. There you go, look at that. A husband and wife duo. They're double teaming the craft fair. I like it. £8.95 for that particular deal. That's a premiere opportunity tonight. I'm going to leave that to one side, but because we've been discussing the versatility of rose gold, as I say, if you are in a queue, please stay where you are. Because we've been discussing the versatility of rose gold and of chain, actually. We've got both bases covered here once again. A metre length of rose gold plated chain. This is very, very interesting. I'll tell you what this would be fantastic for. And this is something else I've seen selling very, very well at craft fairs recently. Spectacle chains. Yep. It's a very traditional look for your spectacle chains, isn't it? But you've got that high-end finish on the rose gold plating. And that's another great little stocking filler. Sometimes people are a little bit difficult to buy for. What do you buy the grandmother or the auntie who has everything? You know, something like this. There's a little quirky item. I see the sort of more quirky items generally being some of the quickest selling items on craft fair stalls. So the likes of your cufflinks or your brooches or your tie pins or your spectacle chains, they tend to sell very, very quickly actually at the craft fairs, don't they?
They do. We have got rubber jump rings, I think, on the website still, a few. So you put those on the ends to put around the glasses.
So that you don't damage the arms of your spectacles, of course. So that's one idea, of course. Maybe you want to use these in quite a contemporary design, because these are, again, you know what you were talking earlier about the UGG boot charms.
Yeah, lovely.
Obviously other boots are available. I don't want to get in any trouble, but that is a pretty prominent brand, isn't it? So you know, and that's something synonymous with that particular brand. But those do look good on those, don't they? Because they're slightly chunkier looking links. These are the little ball chains. They're 3mm in size, 1 metre length in total. Again, a huge influx of buyers both at JewelleryMaker.com and on the free phone number. People are multi-buying this left, right and centre. You probably know something I don't, because I don't know what the price is yet. Let's get it on screen for you right now. There you go, it all becomes clear. A stocking filler price of $6.95 for rose gold plated brass round chain. And actually, because you've got the brass there, of course, it can't. They did this the other night. They've gone a bit funny, the graphics. It is still available, $6.95. There you go. Don't know what that was all about.
There should be a cabochon with this kit.
Is that the graphics are just having a little boogie? I think they're having their own Christmas party today. It is in price point for any length of chain, of course, but 1 metre length of rose gold chain, particularly when it's something a little bit different, something a bit alternative that not every other store's going to have. I think this could set you apart. And again, it does have a vintage feel. Actually, do you know what? You could almost use this as a feature in your designs. If you cut the lens, they could be used in like steampunk designs, couldn't they?
Could.
You could set the bits into resin. Or
yeah, they could.
There you go. I'll take that one. I'll celebrate that one. That's a good idea, I think. I'm so sad. $6.95, 1 metre length of rose gold plated brass round ball chain. Nice pithy name for me there as well. Got it all out in the end. People still coming through on the free phone number. So if you do come through to a queue again, please don't panic. I will try and show you how long this is, but it's difficult because one of my injuries is I've hurt my arm. Look at that though. Actually, I will show you. Oh no, I can't do that. Definitely can't do that. I can't extend my arm. What am I talking about? So actually, it's longer than my arm. Amazing. We've had a text message come through from Leslie. It says, hi guys, how do I connect the two ends of the ball chain?
Right, there are various ways of using this. You can either use a coil of wire, and as you do onto leather, you pinch the last coil around one of the balls on the end of the ball chain. Yeah. Or you can use the very fine featherweight eye pins, head pins, aren't they? They're in the kits, and you wrap that around the last ball and the ball chain and make like a coil over it.
Have you got a fine head pin in any of the collections?
I can. It might not be the same colour.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for the demo, does it? But if I can do it, anyone can do it. That's pretty much the consideration here. So I'm just going to wrap it around there.
Just literally wrap it around the last one, and then that can be attached to a clasp. You can buy the endings for the ball head chains, actually.
I'm just figuring this out, sorry for being quiet, but I'm just thinking.
You literally wrap it around the last ball in the chain, and then you can wrap the two together.
So, not very neat.
No, but you get the idea.
I mean, that is particularly untidy, but you get the idea. I can't do it because I have broke my fingers as well. I haven't just cut them. One of them's broken, so it's really, really difficult. But I should probably have got Debbie to do it. But yeah, pretty simple. So yeah, as I say, it's untidy, but I can't use my hand properly. So sorry. Why did I do it then? There you go. But anyway, if I can do it with a broken finger, well, I couldn't, but you get the idea. Okay, moving on, because is this what I think it is? Is this January's birthday? It is gorgeous. Honestly, Debs, when you see the colour of this garnet,
I can see it from here. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's like strawberry jam. I know it doesn't sound particularly romantic, but you know what I mean
exactly
about the depth of colour.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's so beautiful. Actually, do you know what? It's like a cranberry tone again. To keep harking back to that, but I mean, look at that. It's such a rich colour, and this, much like the Sapphire, I think is sort of the flagship colour tone for garnet, isn't it? Now, I know that regular viewers will be au fait with the idea of Groschler garnets and the fact that it is a much larger collection of gemstones than traditionally thought, because of course you've got Zavarite garnet, giving you those sort of lime greens for the collectors, or for the gem hunters out there, the Tuleli garnets of this world, the sort of mandarin tones. But again, I think when most people traditionally think of garnet, they think of these rich red tones. This is absolutely out of this world. It's gorgeous. As I say, it's like a strawberry jam tone, actually. Every single chain that we've brought to air this morning, these sort of gemstone sterling silver chains, have been sellouts. In fact, one of them we didn't even mean to put on air, and over 100 sold in seconds. So it's gonna be popular, and of course it's January's birthstone, so it looks to me like this is going to be another sellout deal. I'm seeing a lot of familiar names as well, people who are really maximising on that 1p and P today, and that is the way to do it, especially with these Black Friday prices. 925 sterling. So I mean, even if you didn't have the gemstones, that would be an amazing deal. But when you consider that you've also got these hand faceted gemstones there as well, and top quality garnet, I have to say. Now this is a ½ metre length, so I'm thinking this would probably require about 2 meters of sterling silver wire if you wanted to recreate it. And then of course you'd have to try and source, well, I'll count for you, why not? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, over 50, in fact over 60 gemstones. Well, you know, by the time you get an over 50 gemstones, I think I've made my point anyway, haven't I? You would find it difficult, wouldn't you, to get those individually faceted garnets, over 60 of those for £10.95. You'd find it difficult to get the chain, sterling silver, hand wrapped loops, so precise as well. I mean, and it would be painstaking as well. It would take you hours to recreate it. It's
very difficult to get the wrapping completely identical. Yeah. I mean, they're so beautiful. It takes such a long time.
Another sellout deal there on that particular item, so congratulations if you were coming through early. Try to warn everybody, you've got to be quick this morning. Actually.
Yes, have a sip of your coffee. Better?
Ding ding. Right, let's go. Pirates of the Caribbean jewellery making kit here. Again, focus on polymer clay, because I nearly said it there. I nearly said it. Because a published author in the discipline is here on the show. Again, fantastic gemstones in the kit. Another focus on garnet. These are your garnet nuggets, and you've got 200 carats here. The nuggets themselves range in size from 2x1 to 9x2. Again, these are already flying out the door, so I'm going to have to do this quite speedily. We've got these beautiful little delicate pyrite.
They are beautiful.
Never seen these before, actually.
Haven't you?
I don't think so.
They're gorgeous. Gorgeous for doing things like your soutaches and your embroideries and that sort of.
That's why they've never made it onto the late show then, James.
Right.
They're designer inspiration all the way, those ones, aren't they? And then the cut and the size mirrored in the purple agate as well. And purple and gold is just about made in heaven, isn't it?
I know. I could have made so many different things with this kit. I wish I'd have got this in sort of 4 different designs.
Very regal colour tones here, aren't they? The rich sort of ruby reds and the purples and the golden tones. Oh, festive as well, I suppose.
Absolutely.
But, then more opulence here from the pyrite rounds. These are graduated in size from 4 to 7 millimeters. Do you know, it's not that dramatic, is it?
No, but can. It is
You
quite.
can see
there is
it.
a difference.
Like
I promise you there is.
When they're all together, they almost look uniform,
but no,
actually,
they're not.
when you get to the end of the strand, you can see the variation. But I suppose a variation of 3mm across strand isn't that dramatic, but you can make use of it within your designs. You also get this beautiful cabochon. It's an elongated pear drop. I like the colour tone here as well, because again, it's somewhere in between a couple of colours, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely with the pyrite and the golds and things. Really nice.
Absolutely fantastic. So that's going to make a real feature. Actually, I mean, this has got soutache written all over it, hasn't it, with the cabochon?
Hasn't it just, yes.
Yeah, amazing. And then we have included your wire in this one. This is a bit of a fusion kit then, really, isn't it?
I know, a bit different for me to get wire. I know.
You've got your nuggets, you've got your wire, and your polymer clay, and a cabochon, so you can't go wrong here. 10 metres of your 0.4mm gold wire, and 10 metres of your 0.8mm. And the two gauges of choice for a lot of our wire experts. Yes. I think 0.8, you can do the structural work. 0.4, you can do the detailing and the weaving. I'll take you through the colour tones of the Sculpey clay again, unless we've got an image. Yeah, the images are better, aren't they? There you go. Easier than me scrambling around on the desk. So you've got amethyst purple, and you've got those sort of pomegranate reds, you've got white, black, that souffle silver, you've got the gold and the lemon. So again, you don't have to limit yourself to those colour tones, of course, because once you start to blend them and create the canes, it's all going to create something
blend
bespoke.
Together.
Now that is gorgeous. That would last about 10 seconds at a craft fair. Honestly, contemporary designs are so popular. I mean, you can imagine somebody of any age really being able to wear that. Actually,
I know. I mean, I'm very, very, very naughty, and I've used a little bit of the black cord from one of the other kits because I ran out of chain. So I used every single bit.
Most people are going to have items in their stash, aren't they?
So that's just a little something. I just love that. So for kids, I thought they'd love making that at Christmas.
Can you see that finish on there, that sheen? I mean, that is such a high-end finish for that polymer clay work.
It is. It's lovely.
Gorgeous.
Really nice.
And that just goes to show the extent of polymer clay, because you don't even need a gemstone in that design, do you?
No, that's right. Then we've got the heart that's a bit sort of gothic-y, I suppose.
Yeah, I like it.
And I've used this because there's give in the Primo and the Sculpey clay. I put that around just a piece of wire for the neck.
Sammy would like these designs.
Yes, she would.
Yeah,
she would.
Absolutely.
And then I've used that's like a tentacles octopus tentacle. That's why it's Pirates of the Caribbean. And I've used all of the garnets because they all go beautifully.
It's beautiful. Love it.
With the colours of the clay.
The pyrite and the garnet together
look gorgeous.
Very effective. Yeah, the golds and the reds.
And I've used the cabochon in the bottom there just to something different.
Interesting use of the wire there as well. Really sort of ties the whole design together.
So I just did a spiral and stuck them on.
I love it. Absolutely love it. So you can see again the introduction of different textures and mediums.
Absolutely, but they all seem to go together.
Yeah, but it opens up a whole new sort of world of jewellery making, if you like.
I love that bracelet just with 3 strands. That one there. This one. I just love that because it's so simple, but why do anything else with 3 strands? And it's lovely on, actually.
Again,
it's
can
really
you imagine,
lovely.
you know, for a goddaughter or a niece or something, they're going to fall in love with that and never take it off. And you've used the little brushed metal toggle clasp there as well, so if you've got hold of those, great way to complete your designs, a little bit of inspiration for anybody who invested in those toggle clasps as well. So which of your designs are we going to demonstrate?
Okay, well I thought it would be...
do you know what? I got so carried away there.
What?
By how many people were on the phone lines at this price point. You haven't even given them the official Jewellery Maker, the jewellery kit price. I'm so sorry, I'm getting carried away this morning. Should be $43.30, and that's enough to get people rolled up and phoning in for this one. But here comes your Black Friday price, $29.95. My apologies. Oh, and then a Dion price. So the Black Friday price is $29.95. Dion, another crisp £5 note back in your pocket this morning. So it should be £43 down to $25.
That is such good value. That is such good value. That's brilliant. Really is brilliant. Just for cabochon, to make something, a nice soutache piece with that, you could probably charge
Yeah, with the
money for that.
you know, framed with the little 2 mil part. Sometimes I think it's quite funny here on JewelleryMaker because the smaller carat weights, of course, have actually taken the most work and the most wastage.
I know.
So you created a 2 mil faceted pyrite.
Oh.
Yeah, can you imagine how sort of painstaking and exacting you have to be?
I know, it amazes me they can do that. It just baffles me. It really does.
And then all those added additions as well of the wire, the polymer clay on top of all those gemstones. £24.95, amazing deal. Sorry, I got ahead of myself there, but which of your designs shall we demo?
I'm going to do the skull.
Yes.
And to do the skull, we will need the accents, that sculpey accents, and the little pots of the metallic. That's it. He's on it. That's it. Right. Well, this is really, really popular, which is why I did the little bracelet as well, which I'll just pull over here if that's all right, because it's got a little skull on it, because I know kids love to do things like this, and boys love to do... Oh, I just thought I've got another thing over here, just forgotten. Boys love to do things like, you know, shark's teeth for key rings, or... That's a little version of the skull. You see that?
Turn it around the other way. It's a bit like a flip-flop.
It does. It does actually, yeah.
So in the winter you've got your gothic design, flip it over in the summer you've got your summer look.
So you can do all sorts of things with the kids. I just think this kit in particular has got real potential to do some really fun things, which is why I thought, you know, for once, adults have a lot of jewellery shown on here, so I thought I'd do something for the kids as well. So put those to one side for 1 second, and I'm going to show you how to use these particular products that Ed has got in his hand.
So this, I have to explain, is a premier item, but it's very, very limited in availability. It is basically, we got as many as we can just to launch the item. We are planning to have more in stock. It's $11.95 now. Just to be clear, do you get 2 of these and these 3 pots for $11.95? Wow.
Wow, that is good. That is exceptional value. That really is. Goodness me. Golly.
Who on earth is responsible for that price? Sorry. We'll have that discussion at 1 PM, shall we? Wow. Seriously? It's gone. Sorry.
My goodness.
That price is actually... on this occasion, I'm going to say this, and I know you would think it's not possible, that price is too good. That sounds silly, doesn't it? But I reckon there might be jewellery makers out there who agree with me, or like, you've gone so low, I couldn't even dial the number that quick. So, wow. Okay, don't worry, the buying team are on it. We'll get more in stock. $24.95 for the kit, of course. So, wow.
I think the sculpey accents I bought just a few just to see if people liked it. And
yeah, it was a trial launch, as I say. Well, I think we will be getting more then.
And I'll show you how it works.
That might be the quickest sellout ever.
I know, it's incredible. Do you want me to still do the demo, yeah? Show you how to do it.
Let's do it, yeah.
Okay, I used a little bit of tracing paper or greaseproof paper and cut out, move that forward a minute, hold on, that's it. And cut out the shape of a skull. I did it in half, so I cut out that shape, okay? And then I just used a craft knife. If it's for a child, you can probably use a plastic picnic knife if they want to do this themselves. Cut it out and cut out the shape like so. So there is your rough skull, okay? The eyes, again, you can use cutters, or I just used the craft knife very, very quickly, and then use the end of it just to neaten them up. And then a little triangle for the nose. Really, really quick. There's your sort of skull. You have to sort of make it a little bit tidier, obviously, but there's the sort of skull. So this I would then bake to the manufacturer's recommendations, which is about 15 minutes at between 110 to 130 in your oven. And then these are what they call liquid pearls. Okay, this is liquid pearls. And in that kit that's just disappeared, you get gold and you get baked. Must bake it first. You literally squeeze it and you just do your blobs all around, and you can make it as bling or non-bling as you want and keep going. Okay, for the mouth I forgot to do that, beg your pardon. For the mouth, all I did was take my craft knife and cut it all the way down, and then just do a smile like that, which you probably can't see very much of, but if I hold it up to the camera, perhaps you'll be able to pick that up. See what I mean? Just gives you the teeth, okay? So that's what you do. You cover that in the liquid pearls and then leave that to dry. It'll take about 20 minutes. Once it's dry,
that's after it's baked, isn't it?
After it's baked. Yeah. When it's dry, so this is one I made earlier. This is where the sculpted accents come in. This you can use. I used this on the flowers in the flower fairy. I forgot to show you. Flower fairies to make like droplets of water on the petals. You can do droplets onto flowers, and all you do is go around the edge and literally just fill it in. And when you first put it on, it looks white. And keep going and cover the whole thing with your liquid. Don't worry if it goes over the edge, you can just wipe it with your fingers or a tissue and keep going. And that's all you do, you just cover the whole thing and it forms a glossy dome. Now, I've only put one coat on to this particular skull I've made here. If you keep going, you can actually dome it. Just put thin layers so you can dome it. But also with the liquid pearls, you'll see I've done this bracelet and I've made it, if I gloss these, they'd look glass. But see that?
So
look almost like lampwork beads.
Just to be clear, you do get the liquid pearls as well, because we just had a text through saying £6.50 a bottle. Well, you get these 2 bottles of the actual glossy accents, but you do get the 3 pearls as well. So you can do this. I mean, I think these sort of bracelets are really, really easy to make. Children would love to make these because they do look, when they're glossed, a little bit like lampwork glass beads, which are quite popular everywhere to add to your gemstones. They'd be really, really pretty. So yes, that's an easy way to make your skull, which is everywhere at the moment. Skulls are everywhere. Yeah, I know, they're so popular, aren't
everywhere.
they?
So yeah,
T-shirts, everything you see emblazoned with skulls. Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, if you want to sort of add a wholesale deal to your order, we did bring you 3 packs of finings. There you go, the gold-plated, rose gold-plated and silver-plated finings, all for £21.95, and that was reduced from £24.95, which was supposed to be the wholesale deal. But we're just being very, very generous this morning on Black Friday. Amazing deal at £21.95. Blown away by the opportunities. And well, congratulations to the people who got involved for the brand new Polymer clay items, because those lasted. The price point was fairly amazing. So if you want to get hold of those finings, £21.95. Unbelievable opportunity. I think on that note, we're going to head back over to the Wall of Fame. Let's be admiring this.
Oh, fabulous. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, got caught admiring our clear quartz. I'll let Debbie start the final Wall of Fame.
These are lovely. So you'd eat them like cranberries. Are wonderful. This is number 42. This is High to Wall at JM Towers. I made this necklace, bracelet and earring set with burgundy faceted shell pearls, which I had in my stash for ages. I've taken I've taken 2 rosary links in a big way. Thanks for all the wonderful demos. I cannot wait to retire and have time to myself to try them all out. Thank you for your fantastic call centre people who are always so polite and ready to help. Love from is that Mo?
Mo Woodbury.
Mo, that is lovely. Thank you for mentioning the call centre. That's really nice of you. They are beautiful.
Yeah.
Aren't they beautiful? Love those.
The mother of my children is one of the call centre managers, so she'll really like to hear that this morning. I have got number 45. And this is quite interesting. Is that a kumihimo?
I think so. I think so, yeah.
Classic charm bracelet. And this has been sent in by June in Carlisle. I know it well. It's where I have to stop when I drive north of the border. Yeah. Hi JM, another kumihimo bracelet this week. They are so easy to wear and you add lots of charms. I've made this one using grey satin called kunzite, pearls and jade, and charm holders from my stash. Best wishes, June in Carlisle. Wow. Kunzite, pearls
beautiful.
and jade. Hefty price points for those kind of gemstones, and of course my favourite in the middle there. I love kunzite.
This is number 43. I like the handstand. Look at that, the gold fingers or silver hands. Ooh,
it looks like when you see somebody painted up doing the statue stuff, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? It says, managed to lose the other photo, so you'll have to look at the one with the dog hairs. Oh, I like that. Yes, I have dog hairs all over my house. I received liquid pearls this week and I've been experimenting with them. Crafted all my life but never used them before. I've used them on my dubious wire rings, which I can never finish off properly around the shank, so I've cheated with the pearls. It also covers any colour that I may have scratched off the wire while I've been making them. And the juniper is lovely against your purple wire. I'll let you know how durable the pearls are. That's the liquid pearls. That's a good idea, that if you've got an end of your wire that's scratchy, if you could put that, because it's like a plastic coating.
Right, okay.
You could use that. Those are liquid pearls we've just used.
Right.
Just to cover that. What a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Cover the
there
end
you
of
go.
wires.
See? Innovations.
Very
okay,
good.
I've got oh, I love your design.
I know.
But have a look, wait till you see this.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Amazing. Number 46. This is what jewellery making's all about, really.
Lovely.
I think I know a certain producer who might give you a commission based on seeing that, if I'm honest with you, Jackie. Oh, sorry. Sorry, there's two names on the piece of paper. It's actually been sent in by Helena in County Durham. My apologies. Hi all at JM. Please find attached my entry to the Wall of Fame for this week. It's a macrame bracelet made with light blue and neon blue quartz. I saw Mark Smith make this design and had to try it. Good luck to all in the draw. Love from Helena, as I say. That is fantastic. You're number 46, so good luck.
This is number 44. This is beautiful, very dramatic. This is from, would you say it's Liddy? Liddy?
Yeah, I think Liddy, yeah.
This is my new entry I just made to go with my dress for a Christmas do. I have used the lovely lace, some chain and plum keshi pearls at the back of the neckline. I'm really pleased with the outcome. Hope you like it. Everything is from JM, of course. Keep up the good work. From Liddy, from Minehead. Liddy, that is beautiful. Wow, you're going to look $1 million in that.
Absolutely gorgeous.
That's beautiful.
That is. Well, on the morning show, and we've got so many Black Friday deals to fit in before 1 PM, including this gorgeous strand of clear quartz that we're all enamoured by. We'll be back in literally 1 minute, and we'll be bringing you this faceted clear quartz for under £20. Don't go away.
Join guest designer Gemma Crow as she brings you a fascinating DVD that teaches you how to create all of your important findings that are essential to everybody's collection. Gemma will take you through step by step to create all of your finishing touches that bring your pieces to life, essential for all jewellery makers. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
As peace of mind for your Christmas shopping, any purchase you make from now until Christmas can be returned to us until the 31st of January 2015.
Welcome back to Black Friday here on Jewellery Maker, and the quality of this strand of clear quartz is exceptional. I think when we start to think about gemstones and gemology, which of course we focus on here being part of the Genuine Gemstone Company, we almost take a step back from what people are traditionally looking for. And I think more often than not, people associate luxury jewellery design with diamonds. I think that's most people's common association with jewellery. Not us as jewellery makers, because we know about the beauty within a coloured gemstone. But traditionally, I think people are looking for that clarity. that gorgeous sparkle. Now, if you were to try and get hold of 100 carats of perfect diamonds that offered you this kind of clarity, well, you couldn't. I would suggest that you wouldn't be able to. But you can get hold of quartz. And of course, then this gives you the opportunity to offer people and yourself the opportunity to have that gorgeous traditional sparkle and clarity within your designs, but without having to try and source. I mean, I really think you would struggle to get hold of that. In fact, let's have a look. Well, I'm just going to work out the average carat weight for each gemstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Let's say it's 25. That means that each one of these on average is 4 carats. It's actually more than 4 carats, but let's say it was 4 carats. Do you really think you could source a 4 carat diamond that looked like this? I think Steve Bennett would struggle to actually source diamonds that look like that. Now, you know, the only reason I say that is because I'm trying to think about the kind of people you'll be selling your jewellery to and their association with luxury jewellery designs. Does this make sense? Do you think that that's a common association? Yeah. Is that gemstones that have that clarity and that sparkle are really what shows luxury? And I think a lot of jewellery makers are definitely on my wavelength, because I've got people coming through to take 2, 3, even 4 of these. I've got buyers coming through from, well, the length and breadth of the UK, but also the continent, the States. People are coming in as well, not only because of the amount of creative opportunities you have with this, but of course the value that you get from us here at JewelleryMaker. You'd be hard pushed to find even quartz of this quality that's been faceted, again, to these very precise and exacting standards. Traditional checkerboard faceting across the surface of the gemstone, very, very uniformed on every single item. I mean, worked out there, you got what, 28 gemstones on this strand. Of course, it will be based on carat weight, so you might find you do get 27, or you might get 30, something like that. But basically that means that if you were to get hold of this strand, you could create 9 matching sets. They're top drill drops, so you can create a pair of earrings, pendant, very subtle, very classic. I mean, they're going to get snapped up, aren't they? Because again, not only do you get that very traditional look and sparkle, but they're totally neutral. You could put these alongside anything and they're gonna work. I mean, I'm thinking about maybe alongside that black Spinel from earlier. Now, any time that I launch clear quartz, it flies out the door, and I know why, as I just said. It's a traditional look, it gives you the sparkle, it works with anything. But the other reason, of course, is the value we offer you here at JewelleryMaker. I think some people are a little bit blasé about the opportunities we offer on quartz, because people start to think of quartz as being quite readily available, but to find quartz of this quality that can offer you this kind of clarity, that can be faceted in this way, isn't as easy as it sounds. And the value we offer you here at JewelleryMaker any day is amazing, but here this morning on Black Friday, we are going to blow our prices out of the water. Whoa! I was thinking $19.95. Oh! $10.95 was the Black Friday price, but it wasn't a Dion price. $8.95. They're throwing a party for Dion. They're at home because of the price. They're throwing a party here at JewelleryMaker because she rendered me speechless. Doesn't happen very often. $8.95. I'm absolutely blown away by that. Are you sure about this? I mean, a matching set with your earrings and your pendant, even that would be what, £15–20 surely. Certainly if you use sterling silver findings. Does that sound about right?
Oh God, you got more than that. I would have said sort of £30–40 for a set.
Oh right, okay.
If not more.
Sorry, I must have been influenced by our pricing there. But there you go. Well, let's say, you know, end of the day, let's say, you know, you've got to cover the cost of your store sometimes at these craft fairs, and you might think, let's make one last sale, and you cut the price down to £20. You've still more than doubled your money off 3 gemstones.
Exactly. If you had that on your stall for less than that, either people would think it wasn't real.
Yes, of course.
You can make it too cheap.
Yeah.
Or have it as a loss leader. But if you had that on your stall with sterling silver with a light over the top, it would just sparkle.
That's what I think. It's the sparkle, isn't it?
Beautiful.
That's why I was thinking about that sort of that diamond, that iconic diamond look, because you get that traditional sparkle. Well, that's how quickly 150 strands of clear quartz sell out at that kind of price point. Amazing value. Of course, we're part of the Genuine Gemstone Company, and that's why we offer you these kind of incredible deals. We're moving on, and we're going to give you another essential finding deal, and I'm going to quote my good friend Debbie Bulford. You can't make jewellery without jump rings.
True.
There you go. So these are these sterling silver jump rings. Wow. I mean, you can tell it's not plated actually because the quality. Oh, do you know what? We're having a little graphical error there. A little gremlin in the system won't load that one up. So we'll go on to this particular deal instead. We still can bring you some sterling silver jump rings. This time they're the same size as the gold ones we brought earlier, so it makes more sense anyway, but yeah, sorry about that. These are the 9mm ones. They're open jump rings, and an incredible add it to your order price. To be honest, that's all we've done this morning. Black Friday deals. Where's Pete when you need him? Regular viewers to the Late Show will know that when we do this kind of silly prices for sterling silver, I usually look for a scapegoat. So I don't want any of the management team sort of tuning in and seeing me being associated with taking precious metals to under £5. It's got my name and my silly moustache all over it now, hasn't it? Well, no wonder we've got people coming through to take 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. Congratulations to people who are multi-buying. That's the way to do it. That's the way to benefit, of course, from the 1 P&P per day. You don't get one of these, by the way. You get 20. Well, it would make more sense. Sterling silver for under £5. Something doesn't add up, but it is Black Friday. £4.95, that's amazing. And of course, you know, Debbie, you've been making jewellery for a lot longer than JewelleryMaker has existed.
I know.
And I imagine you've had to purchase jump rings from other suppliers.
I have indeed, and I've had to purchase sterling silver ones, and I've never ever seen prices like that. Not for that amount of silver. There's a lot of silver in those jump rings.
Absolutely, you got 20 of them. They're 9mm in size,
yeah,
so
they're
a distinctive look, aren't they? Elaine, I absolutely concur with you. Stop, please. I imagine that's because it's damaging your bank balance, Elaine, these prices. So much for being restrained and not spending much, Dorothy. Do you know what? It's Black Friday. It's the biggest shopping day of the year globally. More money's going to be spent today than any other day in the whole of the year. Well, at least that's the theory, I suppose. And wow, £4.95. Honestly, what are you doing? Sorry, don't mean to have this diva strop on air, but you know what? How amazing is this? You might think that once we've given you a few deals and your orders are up and running, we might start to, you know, up the price point so that, you know, that's what other people would do, isn't it? Other companies, once they've earned your trust, once they've built up a brand, they start to inch their prices up. Not here at JewelleryMaker. We go even lower. That is precious metal, or semi-precious metal, of sterling silver for under £5. Is this the DVDs? Aha, okay. Hold on a sec. Okay, now, you may not be aware of this, or you may be more than aware of this, but we are a global company here at JewelleryMaker. We do ship across the world, and if you want to find out where we ship to, then you can have a look at our website. I think we pretty much cover all territories now. Massive over in the States, of course. Our sister channel, Rocks TV, just through the wall. We broadcast live all day long to the States, and so we do have a bit of a following there. But here on JewelleryMaker as well, I see a lot of regular viewers from the States getting involved, and of course we also create our DVDs in the US region as well. The format is NTSC for the US. We don't know how many people in the US are watching, of course. I'm not sure exactly what time it is over there. It's probably about 5 o'clock in the morning, and that'll be West Coast, so could be more like 2 or 3 in the morning. However, people are shopping all day long today, and we are going to give you a quick opportunity to get hold of your stocking filler DVDs as well. So we've got your In the Mix, your Extruder, your Polymer and Wire Fusion, and your Sculpey Clay Basics. All 4 of these should normally be £19.80. We're going to take it down to £9.95 this morning for all 4, so that's £2.49 per DVD. Amazing. That is phenomenal value again, and of course there you go. Even in the States, you can spend all of Christmas Day with Debbie Bulford in your living room.
Yeah.
Amazing. So there you go, another deal. So just to treat our buyers over in the States as well. I did bring you a DVD bundle earlier. I think it's got 9 DVDs in it, and we took it down to £19.95. We worked it out. That works out at about £2.22 per DVD. Or somebody said, what was it, 3 or 4 at a normal price? Yeah, 4, and then the rest for 15p or something like that. You can work out the value however you want, but all I can tell you is it's better than half price. Should be over £44. And this morning, add them all to your order for £19.95. Now, in my family this year, they've made a rule, you see. This is why I've gotten my Christmas shopping done so quickly. They made a rule that you're only allowed to spend £20 on each other. Not on the kids, but on the adults, only £20. So this would be a great way, if you've got a jewellery maker in your house and your family are restricting your buying in this way, then this would be a fantastic gift, because really, this is what me and my sister have been discussing, because she's been buying things from certain websites where you get reduced prices for things. And I managed to get her a gift that had been reduced from £40 to £20. So this is the same kind of concept, isn't it? Because you're actually getting somebody quite an impressive gift that should set you back £44, but you're spending less than £20. So you're keeping into that sort of Secret Santa style restrictions that people do put onto Christmas gifts. £19.95. So that was the one for all the other regions, and then we have put together a US one as well. Gonna keep moving because we've got so many deals. Did you say 16 to my left? It was the findings pack that we've done. Yeah. Another a quick recap of the findings. Oh, I picked them up, but they weren't the same ones. I see. Okay. All right then. Well, this is your rose gold, your silver, and your yellow gold. Is that right? No, this is definitely. Yeah, it's the one on the desk, but yeah. Sorry, I don't know, there's something going on anyway, but these are the earring findings ones, so forget about what I just said. Anyway, it's a Black Friday deal, and you're going to get 60 pairs. So you get 20 pairs of silver, 20 pairs of the gold, 20 pairs of the rose gold, all shepherd hooks, so very, very easy to work with, of course. Probably the easiest piece of jewellery you can actually make, I suppose, a pair of shepherd hook earrings. I can do it, so I know it's possible. We saw earlier 3-year-old had made a lovely bracelet, hadn't she? So that just goes to show anybody can get involved with this hobby. As I say, you get all 3 metal tones, just like you did with the findings packs we brought you earlier. But this time, you've got your shepherd hooks. And again, fantastic little bit of detailing there. The little ball finish there. So it's those little things that give you that added value, because it shows that attention to you from start to finish on your design. I mean, can you imagine that with a little length of your Spinel chain perhaps coming from it? Or even some sapphires, or your clear quartz, of course. So you can't go wrong here. 60 pairs in total, 20 of your yellow gold, 20 of your silver, 20 of your rose gold. These are all plated metals, just to be clear. So gold plating, rose gold plating and silver plating. $8.95. Works out at about 15p a pair. So that's 7.5p per finding. I mean, for gold-plated findings, for silver-plated findings, 7.5p per shepherd hook there, I think it works out at. Amazing value. And again, you know, this was my tip, wasn't it, for attending craft fairs over the next few weeks. Have these on your store. Have your shepherd hooks. Have some of your sort of briolette drops, or any gemstones. Have a selection of gemstones and allow your customers basically to be involved in that design process. Let them put together their own earring findings, their own earring designs. All you need is the findings, and we've done that for you here. 60 pairs in total. You've got all 3 of the most common metal tones, your silver plated, yellow gold plated and rose gold plated, for a Black Friday price of $8.95. Can't go wrong with that deal. And once again, huge number of people placing these in their baskets, so make sure you check out to avoid disappointment. And if you are entering a short queue on our phone lines, don't panic, stay where you are. We are working through those calls. About 60 seconds, that's all you're going to have to wait, and somebody will be with you very, very shortly. $8.95 for 60 pairs of shepherd hook. Sorry? Oh, okay, so lots and lots of people coming through on the phone lines. That's the information I'm being told. Stay where you are, don't panic, don't hang up. And again, got people coming in from across the globe to get hold of this particular deal. I'm not surprised. We've had another text message. It's come from Elaine. It says 7p per shepherd hook. Amazing price. There you go. Elaine's done the maths as well, thank you. Kathy texts in to say, I'm back from 1 month holiday in Goa where my bank account got a rest from JM. What are you doing to me? All that good work ruined, but so much fun in one morning as well, Kathy. It is Black Friday. We have definitely lived up to that title, haven't we? Because we've been giving amazing deals all morning. Wholesale opportunities, really, on essential items. You found that, you know, these findings, they are essentials. They are the mechanics of your designs. But when you've got top quality findings, like gold-plated or silver-plated findings for, what, 7.5p? What? Have you seen? Have you? Gonna get fired. $6.95. Oh, Elaine, can you do the maths? My brain's hurting. So what were we at? We were at sort of 7.5p. Get the calculator out. Let's find out. So 11.5p per pair, that works out at like less than 6p per finding. About 5.9p or some 5.7p. Elaine's texted in. Elaine did do the maths for me. 5.7p, there you go. Nice one, Elaine, good work. $6.95. Don't panic if you came through at $8.95. Everyone pays the same final low price on all these deals. In fact, a lot of people came through when it was still at $11.90, realising the value. 11.90 is amazing in itself, but wow, 5.7p per finding there, and of course that works out at what, roughly 11p for each pair. I mean, that is a complete no-brainer. I hear that kind of phrase used quite a lot here on JewelleryMaker, with good reason, but I think we're setting new no-brainer benchmarks this morning, aren't we? 60 pairs of earring findings for £6.95. Even I don't know what to say about that one. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. Maureen, you've just texted in to say, Dion, I like the face on Ed. Ha 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 ha. Well, of course you do. Look how handsome it is. There you go. Okay, if you are still holding on the phone line, don't panic. We've got plenty of stock to go round on that particular findings deal. Presumably that's why we went so low, but I mean, I think we've gone above and beyond really on that one, if I'm honest with you. But I don't begrudge it. I want everybody to get hold of these amazing deals. Okay, another very, very popular gemstone. I think this is one of your favourites. I think we've discussed in the past.
I love that, yes.
You love smoky quartz.
Really do.
And again, versatile, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It can be used in much the same way as a sort of jet black gemstone, but it gives a slightly softer finish.
Yeah, sometimes it's better with a pale skin tone to have that rather than jet black.
Yeah.
It's kinder.
You can see, you know, against my skin tone there, it's gone from being a kind of more subtle chestnut brown, if you like, with a slightly golden hue, and then all of a sudden put it there and you get that sort of dark chocolate tone. So there you go. So that's another interesting thing to consider when you are looking at these gemstones. You can't really make an informed decision until you get them home. So that's the good thing about an extended money back guarantee, because you want to see how they look against skin tone with other gemstones in different metal tones. Of course, that's not such a concern with this, because they've been bezel set into 925 sterling silver. Once again, it shows the quality of the gemstones themselves, the fact that not only are you getting perfect clarity, and that's pretty clear from the way they've been faceted, traditional checkable faceting, but also the fact they've been set into 925 sterling silver. You just can't go wrong. And I know that these are really, really popular, again, with our expert designers. I suppose one of the reasons why is that our expert designers are particularly talented, I have to say. They blow my mind every single day, whether I'm watching at home or whether I'm in the studio. Always inspirational, always incredible, but you would probably have to be a silversmith to achieve this kind of look. And it's just not feasible for a lot of designers out there. These have always been available at £27.95, but how about a Black Friday price for bezel set smoky quartz? These are all set into 95 sterling silver and, wow, £19.95. I'd love to know what kind of savings people have made today, if they've been multi-buying and they've been benefiting from that 1p per day. Just the man for the job. Pete, get over here. I knew he'd jump at the chance to get his face. I just got here. Yeah, you just got here and you're already my scapegoat. Nice one, mate. Just in case the management tune in.
Woo! Yeah.
Pete.
Get back here.
Pete, what are you doing to the prices?
Get back here.
I leave you alone for 1 minute. Honestly. He's taken bezel set smoky quartz to 19.95. Unbelievable. That man, he's a Lauren to him. See, he'd jump in my grave that quick, you know, Pete would. You see how quick he ran to get his face on screen there. Good old participation, Pete. He won't let us down today on Black Friday. And don't forget, coming up after our show at 1 p.m, Becky will be here with the lovely Sarah Elvin, I believe it is. So stay tuned. I'm sure she'll be getting a bit of Pete involvement. Let's move on, because we want to bring you as many deals as we can. another findings opportunity. We've given people lots of the essentials today, and this is no exception. Silver plated copper findings kit here, 118 pieces in total. There you go, Director Ollie's on it. He's got the image of everything you're going to get, your head pins, your eye pins, your fancy toggle clasp, your ribbon cord endings, the length of chain, your spacer beads, your jump rings, your crimp bead covers, your spacers, those fancy earring findings as well. Cannot go wrong with this. Every eventuality of jewellery making dealt with. We want to give you... I thought $7.95 was the add it to your order price. Wow, I didn't think I could make my face look any more unattractive with this moustache, but $5.95. Talk about no-brainers this morning. And wow, I'm just blown away by this. I mean, it's not as if these are like sort of standardised findings either. There's real detailing on this. Goodness me. We were sort of waxing lyrical about this brushed finish, this textured finish. You've got that on these findings here. You see that? This is all silver plated copper, by the way. 118 pieces. That's just one of the items you're going to get within this collection for $5.95. Oh, that's astounding once again. Absolutely astounding. I just can't believe what we're doing. But of course, as I say, it is Black Friday. We want to give everybody an excuse to get involved, and I think we've already done that. So now we're just giving you an opportunity to make the most of your one P&P per day. Don't forget, we've got two different P&P opportunities here at Jewellery Maker. $2.95, and your order should arrive between 4 to 6 days, or if you want it a little bit quicker, maybe 3 to 4 days, $4.95 for the premium. So amazing opportunities. $5.95. Okay, it looks to me like there are a huge number of people holding on our phone. As I say, we are putting our call centre under a huge amount of pressure today across all of our channels. It's Black Friday, the deals are going low, so please just be patient, stay where you are, and of course you are going to benefit from the amazing prices. We're going to move on. Okay. Oh, what, sorry? I think it's 6. Oh, okay, sorry. Here we go. So this is one of the sort of pendant settings. Quite interesting because it allows you to set your gemstones into the pendant. This is all 925 sterling silver again. So, you know, semi-precious metals here, adding value to your designs. Most people say that they find it far less difficult to justify the prices they want to achieve when they're working with 925 sterling silver, because people expect to pay a premium price for that. It's bespoke jewellery, it's you know, semi-precious metals, and I've actually got the ring setting, the matching ring setting coming up straight after. You can see there. Oh, look at that. That shows you how easy it is to set your gemstones into that. And would you do that just with a bit of 0.4mm wire or monofilament?
I think I did that with wire, yes. I did that a long time ago. In the old studio I did that. Yes, with wire, and also you can set polymer clay into it, obviously, and bake. So you can do pretty flowers and bits and pieces. But yes, I would definitely use wire. But you can also put a polymer clay base, bake it, and then fill it with resin.
Fantastic.
You can do all sorts of things with it.
Such a versatile piece, really. This is the whole point of the items we offer you here at Jewellery Maker. We don't want to dictate to you what you've got to do. We want to offer you creative scope. We want you to be expressing your own jewellery making skills. Oh, I don't know what, I shouldn't be surprised anymore, should I? Just get used to it, Ed. There you go, under £10 for sterling silver pendants. What can I say? I mean, can you imagine setting midnight blue sapphires into that sterling silver?
Beautiful.
I mean, September baby is going to be extremely happy if they open up their gift on Christmas morning and they've got a sapphire pendant, a bespoke design, of course, as well. set into sterling silver, I mean, you just can't go wrong, can you? I mean, imagine the kind of price points you could potentially achieve at your craft fairs if you're working with pendant settings like this. Absolutely awesome. £9.95, an amazing deal. And don't forget, tomorrow morning at 9 AM, that will be back up to £11.95. Still amazing, isn't it? And we've got the ring setting, matching setting for you there, and we've already shown you Debbie's design that we did back in the day. I actually remember that.
It's a long time ago, Ed.
Yes, we've been going for a few years now. 4.5 years we've been going as a channel. So this should be £15.95. Yeah. I think that the sizes there represent the adjusted sizes because it's definitely adjustable. The band itself is adjustable. So I think it adjusts from J to S. I think if you try to stretch it further than S, you'll start to ruin the integrity of it. Really? Okay, well, I could be wrong then. My apologies. It does state on the area that there are 3 different sizes, so speak to your help team operator who will be able to talk you through that, but it certainly looks adjustable to me. Sorry? Oh! There you go, we've just honoured the price we offered you on the pendant. Should be £15.95. I've just taken this one under £10 as well. Okay, I'm definitely wrong. There are certain quantities of each size. Okay, so let me take you through those. The 3 individual sizes are the 3 most traditional sizes. J to K, which is basically a small. N to O, which is a medium, and is the national average in the UK for your finger size for ladies. N, and then R to S, which is basically a large. So if you've got large fingers, you might need the larger setting. So my apologies, but I still think they're slightly adjustable. Maybe it's between J and K then, the adjustment then. So there you go. So the adjustment must just be between J and K, N and O and R and S. So my apologies. I didn't mean to mislead anybody there. I just saw the opportunity to slightly vary the size there. You can see where I was coming from because it does adjust ever so slightly. But actually, you do get 3 individual sizes. I can see that J to K is proving to be very popular, as is N to O. Those ones tend to be flying out the door. We've got people buying 2s and 3s, so maybe some people are getting 1 of each. That wouldn't be such a bad idea, would it? And that way you covered all your bases, of course. Yeah, okay, so size N, which is of course the national average, is now approaching limited availability. I've got fewer than 20 of the N size available left in stock now. Just £10. This, don't forget, is £9.25 sterling silver. If you are placing these in your basket, then please do check out, because as always, I've got a huge queue on the free phone number. If you are waiting in that queue, it's just over a minute, so nothing to worry about. We will answer in the order in which you dial. And of course, when you come through to our lovely help team, they'll add it to your order. Congratulations to everybody who's multi-buying that, 'cause it makes me think you probably have got quite successful craft fair stalls underway. Under £10, can't go wrong, because of course 925 sterling silver, it's going to demand a premium price point. Okay, very, very few remaining in the size N size on that one, just to let everybody know. And we're going to move on to another deal. Now this, I didn't put this back in the wrong place, did I? We're recapping. Oh no, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't. They are different. My apologies. What it is the yellow gold colour tone of the little detailed head pins. So you get different caps on each head pin. Quite distinct shapes. 10 different styles. You've got the floral shapes, the diamond, the sort of mushroom cap, the 3-leaf clover or the club. 10 different designs, and you get 2 of each head pin. So I was thinking about them earlier. There you go, perfect. You get the little heart shape as well. Earlier, perfect for maybe cufflinks or earrings, of course. Anything you need, anything you get 2 of, I suppose. but you know, maybe you just want that kind of detailing to use as an alternative finish in traditional designs. Or of course, as Debbie was alluding to earlier, the those sort of bubble cluster bracelet designs, they'd look great on those as well.
They
would.
Look really lovely.
Little different finishes on each part of the design. So you can see that the variations in the shapes there, triangles, the flower shapes, the marquise, the pear drop, the diamond. 10 different styles, 2 of each. Hold on a minute. And it's a double trouble deal, so you actually get 4 of each. So you get 40 pieces in total. Normally, if you were to buy these are gold-plated sterling silver, high-end on top of high-end, as we've been alluding to all morning. Should be £17.95, but that's not a Black Friday price. We've given you another £5 note back in your pocket, down to £12.95. I'd love somebody to text through telling us the amount of savings they've made this morning, based on all these price slashes, if you could keep up with them, that is. So yes, just to be clear, normally you get 10 styles and 2 of each. We've created a double deal so that we can work on slightly more competitive margins and take the price down. You now get 40 of these head pins for £12.95. So 4 of each design here. 4 hearts, 4 triangles, 4 of your 6-petal flowers, 4 of your 4-petal flowers, 4 of your little clubs or 4-leaf clovers, 4 of your mushroom caps. You cannot go wrong with this deal. High end on top of high end, gold plated sterling silver, and some people are getting 80 coming their way because I've got people getting 2s. Oh, some people getting 3s now as well. £12.95, great way to maximise on the deals and of course add value to your own designs. It's gold plated sterling silver and it's going to add a little bit of extra detail to the designs. Dorothy has texted in to say, I think I may have saved as much as I've spent. Wow. So that means that it would have cost presumably double what you have actually spent this morning if it wasn't Black Friday. Wow. Well, you have producer Dion to thank for all of these prices this morning, and I have to say she has been going above and beyond. Again, there are a lot of people coming through on the free phone number. Short queue, don't panic. I think the help team as well deserve a big thank you this morning because they have been sort of juggling 4 different channels, huge clearance deal, so congratulations if you've been coming through, and thank you to everybody who's working so hard over in the call centre. £12.95 is your price point for this wholesale double trouble deal on gold plated sterling silver detailed head pins. Okay, we're going to leave that one with you at £12.95 I believe, and we're going to move on to another deal. And of course this has been a little Polymer clay focused show, and that's why we have been joined by the lovely Debbie Bulford. Now we've seen a lot of inspiration using our polymer clay via the kits this morning, but how about an opportunity just to stock up on your Sculpey clay at wholesale prices? Why not? These are great colour tones, aren't they? Alright. Get them all the right way up first. Am I right in thinking you get these as well? No? They've just dropped in there, have they? Okay, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 individual blocks. You've got your green glitter, your blue glitter. Actually, have you got 2? And then you've got your sort of olive green. Yes. Yeah. So we've got the festive red, your sort of rhino grey, glittery green, olive green, black, glittery blue. You've got the beige, although that's more. It looks more like a nude colour, like a skin tone, doesn't it?
Those are for face canes. Those are for doing the skin tones. Yeah.
So if you've got the DVD collection and you're going to start to do those little faces, that's perfect, isn't it? As I say, you've got your rhino grey, but you've also got your glittery grey or silver. You've got your white, and then you've got this. It's called raw sienna, but again, it's kind of like a milk chocolate, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just took that thought right out of my brain. Director Ollie just went in my ear. Raw sienna. Okay, 10 individual blocks of sculpted clay. Of course, we always give probably the most competitive price on the market for sculpted clay, but whenever we create a wholesale bundle, it allows us to go above and beyond. So £19.50 any other time would represent the best value available. But this morning, we're going above and beyond, as we have all morning. It's Black Friday. Cover your eyes, please, Miss Bulford. Otherwise, I'm going to get in trouble. So as I say, should be £19.50, £12.95, £1.30 a block.
Goodness me, that's excellent.
What were you saying? You were looking on the in the shop.
£2.10 to £2.50 at the moment, depending where you buy.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Amazing, absolutely incredible. So if you are interested in polymer clay, whether you're an experienced polymer clay or not, you could invest in this, because I know that, do you know what, whenever I come into your workshops, people always say, I bought polymer clay, I haven't had a chance to actually, you know, get in it, and so I booked myself in the workshop so that I'd have a grounding in it. This is probably the perfect opportunity.
Absolutely.
To just get it in your stash, and then when you get an opportunity, then you can start to experiment. It might be that, you know, you have a shutdown over Christmas period at work. You know, a lot of industries still do have a shutdown, don't they? Certainly manufacturing industries tend to have a shutdown for a couple of weeks over Christmas. Why not? You know, get hold of it and really have a decent play with this particular discipline. I mean, it does take your jewellery making into a whole new realm, because there's no limitations.
Absolutely. I mean, there you've got your red and your white and your black to do Santa. You've got your green to do and green and red to do your poinsettias for Christmas, and you've got all your nude tones to do all the leaves and the bark and everything else. You've got some really lovely colours there. You really have. Good selection, really good selection.
Amazing colour tones there. And don't forget, you're not limited to these 10 colours. Once you start to have a plan, you start to blend these colours together, as I say, really, it's infinite, the amount of colour tones you can come up with. Okay, we have actually created a huge queue now in our call centre because the deals are so amazing. Over 2 minutes of queuing on the phone line, but it is worth your while because of the savings you're making. Just stay where you are. Our help team are working tirelessly to get through the calls, and they are doing sterling work this morning. So thank you very much, help team, and thank you very much for being patient and waiting in the queue. Now, speaking of amazing colour tones, I've got, I can actually see the lovely Sarah Elvin just putting a few last minute touches to her designer inspiration things. This would be right up her street. She's got she's sporting a lovely new hairdo, actually, I've just spotted. Have a look at this. Now, whenever Sarah and I are on screen together, she is often lyrical about the use of purples, and we were talking about it earlier, weren't we? Actually, I'll tell you what, this would have been a great bundle to have on the show yesterday, because yesterday was National Epilepsy Awareness Day, and the way that you honour that is to wear purple. So everybody should have been wearing purple yesterday, just to raise awareness about epilepsy. There you go. Next year, if you weren't aware of that, now you do. So next year, 26th of November, everybody has to wear something purple, just to raise awareness about a National Epilepsy Awareness Day. And here you've got the same colour, but slight variations on the tone here, so graduation in the colours. You have got your flat shell drops, which are more of this sort of neon purple tone. They're 13 by 9mm in size. I mean, those are just petals, aren't they, all day long? Then you've got your pear drops, which are through drilled. They're 12 by 8mm, 100 carats of magnesite there. And then you've got your ovals, same dimensions, 12 by 8mm, same carat weight, 100 carats. Less than £3 per strand this morning for your purple gemstones, £8.95. Amazing, amazing opportunity there. £3 per strand, a great way to sort of expand your gemstone stash, I suppose. But as we know, purple's always popular, and you can start designing your piece of jewellery for next year, 26th of November. £8.95, grab it while you can. Moving on. Okay, Now, I've been given in trouble so many times in my life by Mrs. Debbie Bulford, because the price point that we give you on the baking tray is way too low. People might be thinking, why you? I used to be the sales manager of the channel, so I used to be responsible for the pricing, or certainly controlling the producer's pricing. Although when you've got people like Dion, who you manage, it's quite difficult to do that. Although I have to say, more often than not, it was my good self who did these ridiculous prices, and that's why she'd tell me off. In fact, at one point she said, you're not allowed to take the price any lower on that baking tray for 12 months, which I nearly adhered to. I didn't, and we're not going to this morning. She said, if you don't like what Ed used to do, Dion says, you're definitely not going to like it. $9.95 for the Polymer clay bead baking tray. That's not your Black Friday price either. Don't forget, you do get your little pins there as well, so you can create round beads. $6.95. She just gave me like a headmistress look of disapproval, like, do you know what? Massive benefit to all of the Polymer clay artists, though.
Absolutely, they're about £14, £15 in the shops.
Elsewhere. Wow. And of course, it's one of those items that once you've got it, you don't need to re-buy it, do you? That's the good thing.
And remember that when you get it, there's a piece of acrylic in it. Don't bake on it. That's just for you to use your snakes of clay to make bangles and things. But take it out. Don't bake it on the piece of acrylic.
Otherwise, you will have to buy another one.
Yes.
So yes, heed the warnings of our expert there. Take your acrylic sheet out. But I have to be honest, at $6.95, you could probably afford to get 2 or 3. Anywho, $6.95. We're going to move that to the bottom of the screen because we do want to fit in as many deals as we can before the end of the show. We have just got minutes left, and we've got one more Polymer clay deal. So it has been a Polymer clay special, and we have given you a few demonstrations, even an exclusive launch, although it did last about 4 seconds. And we're going to move on. We have been very, very busy this morning, and don't forget, it is going to continue right up until 9 PM this evening and beyond, because of course there will be people who have missed out on this morning's show and they'll be watching us as we're repeated at 9 PM. I'll just show you these. Don't forget, your baking tray still available for $6.95. Sorry? Oh, the last Polymer bundle was a sellout deal.
I'm not surprised.
Not really a big shock at the prices that we've given you. The colour tones here are gorgeous, aren't they? Very vibrant, actually quite feminine as well. And should be $15.60. You can see all the colour tones there. We're going to take it down to a Black Friday price, as we have since 9 AM this morning. $10.95. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 blocks of Polymer clay. Hold on, that's not right. What am I doing?
I think there's a translucent red somewhere.
Oh, here it is. It's fallen into a different box. I was just thinking, I swear there was an even number on the image, and I was thinking that doesn't look. Oh, there you go. There you go. $10.95 for 8 spots, not 7. Love the colour tones as well. You've got like your festive red and your coral red and your hot pink, and then you've got this gorgeous sort of pearl tone, which we know gives any other colour tone a real lift, a different finish, doesn't it? Can't go wrong. $10.95 for 8 blocks of Polymer clay. I mean, again, what we're talking about, £1.20 or something, and the shops, they're over £2, so it's amazing value there. Again, a huge number of people flying through. Take advantage of these Black Friday deals. People multi-buying this 5 this morning, but only until 9 AM tomorrow morning. Looks to me like that might be the end of our deals. I'm going to have to fly over and see exactly what Debbie has been up to. Well, I have been bothering her every sort of 30 seconds, but she's still managed to create this huge suite of jewellery using these gorgeous gemstones. So, I mean, fantastic. Yeah, there you go. That's one for Cheryl, that one, isn't it? She'll be wearing that on Saturday night. These are your faceted rice beads, $14.95 for all 4 strands. Huge carat weights here though, over 600 carats because there was more than 150 carats on each strand. That was available for $14.95, and as we were saying, it's a great way to build your stash of gemstones. It
is, yeah, because these you can keep and use year on, year out, and these will go with so many other colours. And the orange will be good with your blacks and also with your smoky quartz, and so will your purples, and they'll all go together, and they've got huge holes through the middle, so you can get at least one, if not two, strands of 1 mil cord through. So really good.
Amazing. All I can say is thank you so much for joining us this morning. Hopefully we have made it worth your while with all of these incredible Black Friday deals, all because we put together so many deals. But we've been so busy, we actually haven't managed to offer you all the deals we have. So, stay tuned tomorrow for Black Saturday. We're gonna roll it over. Some of these deals that we didn't get to are gonna fall into tomorrow's show. And producer Dion saying, may even be Black Sunday. So deals non-stop all weekend. Stay tuned right now for Sarah and Becky with the Designer Inspiration Show. Thank you, Debbie, so much.
Pleasure.
Amazing to work with you again. Thank you and good afternoon.
As peace of mind for your Christmas shopping, any purchase you make from now until Christmas can be returned to us until the 31st of January 2015. Come and make your New Year's resolution early and learn a fantastic new skill using genuine gemstones and metals. Linda Brumwell will take you through the first steps into jewellery making, aimed towards beginners. You will have a simply wonderful day with good company and fabulous food, whilst also taking home an extensive knowledge of jewellery making which will start your thirst for more. That's what Christmas is all about. Also included in this amazing workshop is a Christmas-style buffet and refreshments, use of all relevant tools, a tour of the studios, a visit to the Gemporia Museum, and a chance to visit the Jewellery Maker shop. Book your place now. For more information, contact the call centre on 0800 644 655.